wasn't there because I was co-casting with T90, and I'm not gonna lie, the second set I was tired a lot, so I decided to rest a bit. But we are there with Khosrau as Vikings, King Stefan as Aztecs on Island. What? He had Armenians. Oh, that's doubt. That's doubt. That's doubt. Aztecs on islands. Doubt, bro. You have been burning the food. Like the food is burned, but it's like out of this world at this point. Doubt needs to be more humble. He needs to stay humble too about his strategy. I mean, we should start a new trend about the player as well. Like a player cooking need to stay humble to not burn the food. And in my opinion, when you pick Aztecs, one of the worst naval tech tree in the game, on the islands in HiddenCup, you clearly burn the food. You were like, oh, maybe the faster production military building, maybe we'll think I'm gonna land and I'm gonna play water. Oh, I mean, you are playing one of the worst island save. Like, come on. I think King Stefan tried to cook too with Nikov. He tried to cook with Nikov. That's for sure. Okay, let's see what King Stefan is doing. I mean, now I'm curious. I mean, at this point, he can only surprise me in a good way because I'm already super not hype by the Aztec pick. So let's see. Aztec get galleons with bracer copium. Yeah, that's. Let me check quickly. Aztec's tech tree. Where is Aztec? Okay, so Aztec, guys. Aztec doesn't have a galleon. They do have shipwright, but they do not have galleon. They do not have EV demo. They do not have cannon galleon or the bombard cannon of the sea. They do not have bombard cannon of the sea, and they do not have drone as well. So literally, they only have fast fire for them. Nothing else. So in late game, if you go to late game with Aztec, you dead. But before this, actually, they do have some interesting bonus. Extra gold at the start, villager carrying more resources, military units being created faster. Maybe something can happen before the late game. But if we are going into the later game, I can tell you that King Stefan is just dead, especially versus Vikings. I mean, when your only options is fire and you are playing versus longboat, that's no bueno. French landing? I mean, Khosrau making fish, same for King Stefan. I am waiting something from King Stefan. If King Stefan plays meta, maybe he wants to, maybe he figure out that the maybe late Eagle landing, late Feudal Age. So you have Castle Age Eagle in enemy base early castle was strong. Maybe that is his idea. He's not luring the boar with the eagle, so it could mean that's a landing. We'll see. I know Doubt likes to land in island. Doesn't like to play the meta. That's so Doubt. Doubt. If you're watching this, Doubt. You tried to lure the boar with your TC to pretend you're not Doubt. But then you fail because you are Doubt. That's literally what happened. Doubt was like, you know what? I can do this like the young like the young guys of this game, like the kids. I'm gonna show them. 1, 2. And he's like, I'm not young anymore. Why did I try these things? Because now his economy is okay because he pushed a lot of deals, but still a bit weak. He overcooked the boar. Yeah, yeah, clearly. And he's not going for a transport ship. I mean, maybe he's hoping that Khosrau will think like, oh, he picked Aztec, he gonna lend me. So King Stefan is like, okay, I go meta to kill someone defending enough meta strategy. But I really like that Khosrau is not falling into the trap. He's like playing normal until he's making sure there is a land. Because one of the way to fail versus a enough meta safe pick is to be thinking like he will for sure do something out of the box, and at the end of the day you adapt yourself before seeing anything in game, and then you die to the meta play. So I really like that Khosrau is just playing like normal. Using the boar is not cool because at the end of the day he could have used it to have a better feudal each timing, but I mean that is what it is. Both wood upgrade, wood upgrade for both players. It's gonna be Galley versus Galley, and keep in mind that Aztecs produce their military units faster. So he should have a really good and decent number really fast. But at the opposite, Viking does have a cheaper Galley. Like, so it's gonna be like faster production for Aztec Dock, and cheaper Galley for Khosrau. Khosrau going aggressive is a big mistake in my opinion. The big mistake, why? Okay, at least he got the alert, so he will go back. I was saying why, because when you play versus Aztecs, the Aztec should have his Galley earlier than you. So playing something like going... Oh, that's not a good start for Khosrau actually. Not a good start at all. Okay, good defense by Khosrau at least. Didn't lose anything. He got some idle time, but overall he didn't lose too many galleys. So that's well played by Khosrau. Khosrau going for the +1 already. King Stefan already having it. Second galley coming for King Stefan. Try to snipe the fish. Let's see the micro. For now, Blue's micro has been decent. Except for the boar. Like that. Really a nice defense by Khosrau, by the way. He's not getting like abused by the little groups of King Stefan. Because it's easy to chase 2 galley with all your galley and then get your fish snipe behind. So that's well played by Khosrau. He realized this and now he's going to counter attack with a bit more galley than his opponent. 7 galley versus 6 for now. Dogs versus 2 dogs. No third dog being added, and Khosrau will be able to snipe the fish, and that's gonna be really good for Khosrau actually. Stefan decide to ignore this because he know that his fish are dead, and he just will go for the counter attack, try to make some counter damage. He's on his way to try to make some counter damage, and Khosrau will need to run away. Yeah, running away. He needs to regroup his army. And yeah, Khosrau is really defending that really well. Look at this, he's going back once again with his fish. On another fish to not have too much idle time. Margougou, hello hidden games. Mind games? It could be a mind game. The Aztec pick could clearly be a mind game, but that's always the thing, right? That's a bit risky. What he's doing in a barracks with a transport ship. Guys, I told you, I think the Aztec pick is all about landing some eagles early castle age. So your eagle early castle age are really good and you can go for a lot of damage with them. I think that's what King Stefan is aiming for. And then if Khosrau is thinking about the matchup, he could imagine that maybe. And then he could maybe wall himself, like having a little wall around his base. Because when you play versus Aztecs, oh, that's so doubt by throwing there. Just clicking on the enemy unit and hoping for the best. And Khosrau managed to keep his all 4 fish alive. That's impressive. He's up as well, almost same time as King 7. King 7 going for eagles, as we said. We'll try to land some eagles, and those eagles could be really good if Khosrau doesn't manage to wall himself in time. I think he could go for a little wall like this. That could be really good. When you play versus Aztec, when you are winning the water and you know Aztec is not that good in late game, clearly going for this little wall, a circle wall, could mean because now a second barracks is being added. They are still doing some eagle there. So a lot of eagle will come, and actually Khosrau will spot this wide away. Which is maybe a bit lucky, but I mean he was expecting something. So he was looking for something. And he will be able to kill this eagle actually, because King Stefan is not Castle Age yet. King Stefan stole this stone, by the way. He sold this stone, while Khosrau didn't. So Khosrau is in a very good position, but he's losing his fish actually. King Stefan managed to sneak around Khosrau galley and managed to kill all the fish. That was nicely done. And he will maybe even kill a vill. That's a dead vill actually. That's a lot of damage done by King Stefan. Let's see. Maybe King Stefan gonna go like fire and a land. He has to be careful because the vill is now the eagle is now a Castle Age eagle, so it won't be the same. He's going for some scout. Wants to go for some knight, I guess, after that. He's trying to lane to snipe the vill. It happened. Nice micro by King Stefan. And King Stefan is not doing any naval military at the end. Only eagles going for monastery now. I mean, Aztec push could be really good versus Vikings. Could be really good because the Viking doesn't have the best defense on land. Doesn't have the best unit, doesn't have good monks as well. Definitely could be a bit tough for Khosrau to deal with this. He's not doing any... He's not upgrading his fish. I like that he recognized that King Stefan is up on the water idea, at least for now. Sending one galley there, that's smart. And the knight should be able to clean this actually. It should be a clear up for Khosrau. He will be able to just surround both monasteries. It should be enough to... And nice release of the monks for King Stefan. Let's see if he's gonna be lucky. Not too lucky. Oh, don't tell me the galley will get the kill. Oh no, that's a disaster actually. And if the vill died, that's even... Oh, that's a disaster for King Stefan. That's a disaster because now he won't be able to monastery. This one will be just surrounded by the knights. And he only have one barrack forward. And he lost his transport ship as well. That's not looking too good for King Stefan right now. Not looking too good. Second TC realizes that he needs to add some economy, otherwise because he won't be able to go for the kill with his push. And as we said, guys, now Khosrau does have the better sieve on the water for the late game. Now Khosrau is booming with Viking. And now we picked Aztec as a second pick for King Stefan to lose versus Viking. So that's why I didn't like the strategy. I get the idea. Like right away I said you'll try to go for a landing early Castle Age and try to use the eagle strength at the beginning of the Castle Age. But yeah, it didn't work. And now what do we do for King Stefan? That's the question. We are behind. Khosrau will be able to add some fish wish to. He will get... Oh, actually, the knight needs to get a conversion. 0 conversion? Okay, we got 1. 1 for 3 monks is not too good, but I mean, maybe we can snowball. Quick roll from Khosrau. Gonna go for the quick roll in it. Yeah. That's well done by Khosrau. That was almost perfectly done by Khosrau. We lost the monks. And actually, some eagles, I mean, shouldn't be too scary for Khosrau, but he needs to make sure to not underreact versus this. Delete this. King Stefan not deleting this type of thing is also really doubt. Okay, nice quick roll. Maybe we can go for a trap. Maybe we can go for a trap. Viper, maybe a little gate there. No. No gate. We are trying to snipe the monk, but we are eating the TCs a bit because our eagle only have +1. So he has to be careful. We got actually a really nice micro. Look at this micro by Khosrau. Really nicely done by Khosrau. Really nicely done. He didn't lose a single knight and managed to kill 3 goals under his TC. He could add some fish and he's doing that. That's actually a good addition to boost his economy. Going for a second stable, I really like this. Why? Because he's reading the situation well, in my opinion. He's realizing that his only way to die in this matchup, in this situation, is actually to die to this landing. And we know how Aztec can snowball really fast and really easily. I think I really like this second stable. It's like he understands that if he doesn't die to this, he should be in an amazing position. So he's not under investing. I really like this. And he's microing really well, defending really well, surrounding the enemy dogs, trying to be annoying with his galley, taking a lot of control map. Like, can see a lot of things on T. And the only pressure that Stefan has is this little push with 4 eagle and 3. It doesn't look that scary because it's only 3 monks and 4 eagle. But it's Aztec monks, it's eagle, and you are Vikings, right? So you don't need to underestimate. If you underestimate this pressure, you could die. Or actually, if Khosrau managed to... Or I think King Stephen didn't got converted. Yeah, I think King Stephen did overextend it a bit. Like, needs to stay there, wait for redemptions, maybe make some spears too. He just was he was just out of position with his eagles and couldn't protect his monks. That's gonna be a second monks dying. No, he will survive. Still no eagle converted, because an eagle converted could snipe all the monks of King Stephen. But really nice job by Khosrau for now. Just sniping everything, it's not losing too much. Booming behind, 20, more than 20 vills lead. Adding some fish as well, 31 on farm versus 20. Aztec economy is not too bad right now. Pretty decent even, but look at this. Khosrau being super active with his army, realizes that King Stephen is trying to redock in the back. So he will be able to add some longboat to be able to deal with that in time. Just keep in mind that King Stephen cannot go for Galleon in him. He doesn't have access to it with his civilization. So yeah. Knights in doubt eco. I saw a transport ship. Okay, he's sending knights. I missed that. I saw that oh, okay. They are there. And they did already 3 economic kills. 2 economic kills. So yeah, actually that's super annoying because Doubt's economy or King Stephen, he doesn't have any monastery at home. So it will be really annoying to deal with that. And he's about to lose a 3rd and a 4th village. Defensive castle should absolutely put an end to this pressure, because now we're gonna have some berserker on the field and it should counter absolutely the eagles. Aztecs. Aztec maybe for... Okay, he was about to be super unlucky. Got the conversion actually. Oh, okay, this one was... Okay, this one was fast. But yeah, 30 vills lead for Khosrau. Better civs in him. Aztecs is absolutely disastrous in him on islands. So it should be... I mean, if Khosrau doesn't throw this, it should be... This first game should be for Khosrau. And remember that Khosrau played island for his first set as well. So it reinforced my idea of Viper being nice micro, nice micro. Look at this, he's hit and running with a berserker. Maybe you should wait for 2 or 3 berserker actually. Wasting a bit, but that's not important. What about the relic situation? Nobody took the neutral one? Looks like Doubt or King Stephen already grabbed his 2 relics. Now the longboat will just hit King Stephen army. Remember that King Stephen can only go for fast fire in him, so it's gonna be a big problem for him. Khosrau could sell some stone actually. He has maybe a bit too much stone, but I mean he can go for a 3rd castle in the middle, and let's say a 4th one there actually. He has enough for 3 castles, Khosrau. Soon 4 castles. That's wild. He's selling some wood, get some gold and be able to go up. He does have all the economic upgrade, while Khosrau is missing handcart and the Diplo. And yeah, the situation just looked way too good for Khosrau. Look at the score. I mean, he will be able to build some castle on the middle. We'll be able to go for longboat only. And longboat is actually insanely good versus fast fires. King is up, he idle. Yeah, King. I mean, King realizes at this point that his only chance is a timing because, like, he cannot fight properly on water. He doesn't have any option, and he doesn't have even like cannon galleon. And when you don't have the bombard cannon of the sea, I mean, how do you push a castle like there? Like, how do you push a castle here, built there, if you do not have bombard galleon? Galleon, cannon, cannon, galleon. How do you push this? You just don't. Actually, this is like a good castle to kinda try to be annoying on the production of King Stefan, but a castle there would be like impossible to kill. This one can be killed by traps actually, so maybe it's a mistake. Maybe one there would be more safe, but he decided to go for the forward dock to be able to reach the enemy dock with his traps, which is not a bad options too. And ooh, he's getting a bit trapped. That should be a clear up for King Stefan. Stefan is up 40 seconds before his opponent. But this castle gonna go up and Stefan will need to wait for traps because he doesn't have access to cannon galleon. You still need to figure out how Gugu's looks. That's true, and actually I didn't make a bet for this one. I just realized, so we will have bets for the next one. And we are about to send some unit. The unit that we used to defend the Stefan landing are gonna go for a counter attack, and that could be annoying actually. 4 berserker, 4 light car. I mean, there is TCs everywhere, so it should be fine. Could be annoying. Elite longboat just clicked for Khosrau, and elite longboat should destroy fast fire ship from King Stefan. It should be a no match. Let's be honest. It will be a no match. He's actually going in range of his castle, but the fire does have some range as well. They don't need to be like right close to you. We are making some demolition ship as well. So now King Stefan will... I don't know. I don't know, he's planning to win the water, but looks rough. Maybe he needs to go for a landing. Oh, a lot of demo maybe? Yeah, I mean, this demo just gonna buy time for Khosrau to build this longbow mass. He does made heated headshot as well. So his building gonna destroy the enemy fires as well. Chemistry on the way. 135 vills for Khosrau. Sniping the traps now, which means King Stefan won't be able to keep this castle. And yeah, that's looking bad for King Stefan. Keep in mind that King Stefan went for like Aztecs on island, which is a surprising pick. But he picked Aztec second in his safe draft. That's the most surprising. Most of the time when you are cooking something, like you choose to go for the, like you see you prepared something with, you picked it last. But picking it super early like this means King Stefan was planning to somehow, or was absolutely sure that he will win this game. And that's actually not the case, and that's not the best start for King Stefan in this set. He's stealing 2 relics though, and keep in mind that Aztecs in late game does generate more gold from their relics. It will be 4 relics versus 4 relics, but Aztec generates 33% extra gold per relics, so it would be like something like 5 relics and a half versus 4, which could matter in the late game. Oh! He saved the veil just in time. He's trying to trap this once again, but those longbow should be able, like, gonna be a one shot actually, almost. And Khosrau know that just buying time is enough, because he will trade insanely well versus King Stefan units. He has access to he has access to both of the extra island actually. Be way too good. Thank you a lot, Fretman. Thank you so much for the prime, my friend. Thank you a lot for the support. TV demo, Tato confirm. No, I really don't think Khosrau is. It could be Tato because he likes a lot islands actually. Khosrau could be Tato maybe. And oh, guys, what if Khosrau is Tato and Viper was Gregory 7? Stay humble. Or maybe I'm into something. Because at the end of the day, we saw Goff only twice, I believe. Yes, I think we saw Goff only twice. So it could mean... Oh no! Actually, I have another theory. Oh, this one is so insane. Actually, I think that maybe GL players were like, I want to train only with a player that is not from my side of the bracket. So we had 2 players on each side of the bracket. Maybe at one point, GL were like, I'm this side, yeah. So they decided to trade with someone only on the opposite side of the bracket. So actually, Jordan was and still is Gregory. He trained at the other with Doubt that was on the other side of the bracket. And Margougou, that was Tato, trained with Viper, that was Khosrau, who was at the other side of the bracket. I actually need... They were not allowed to tell each other who they were, right? No, they are not. But maybe they could, I don't know. Maybe to find practice partners, they can say like... Maybe they can say like, I'm this side of the bracket, and his practice partner said, okay, I'm the other side, let's train together. Maybe that's possible, I don't know. If my theory is true, that's insane. Yeah, but how do you practice if you don't know who is in your on your side actually? That's a real question. Who do you practice with? Oh, and King Stefan is going for the charge. That's the final charge because he's gonna get split King out split. We are not resigning for King Stefan? King Stefan is who? King Stefan is Mysterio confirmed, guys? Actually, King Stefan could be Mysterio. Keep it in mind, guys. King Stefan could be Mysterio. That's another possibility. If we forget the Goff pick, King Stefan could be Yo. Then who was Doubt? Doubt is King Stefan. And the GG is called. Khosrau taking the first game home. Who would kill his board with TC? I mean, everyone can kill his board with the TC. That's like, that could be a misclick. Maybe you wanted to garrison 4 wheels and you garrison 5 by mistake. You don't realize it in time and then you kill your board with your TC. Could be. But yeah. First game of the day as well, maybe, for King Stefan. I'm not sure. Okay, game 2 gonna be evacuation. And we use, like, look at this. Aztec was the second pick for King Stefan, and Viking was the last one for Khosrau. I mean, going for the... I don't know. I don't know why. I mean, Aztecs, why not pick that early? But going for something out of the box while it's your second pick, really feels doubt. Really feels doubt that Cook something was like, oh god, Aztec is way too good on this one. Way too good for this plan, for this strategy on island. Like I need to prioritize Aztecs because I know that I'm playing somehow versus Viper. Viper might know about my strat. So maybe, like guys, maybe Viper and Doubt train together. Okay, hear me out. Maybe Viper and Doubt train together because they are practice partners. And at one point, they did the Aztecs thing. They realized that they were potentially players versus each other at the second set. So Doubt was like, I need to pick Aztec as soon as possible because he know what I cooked. Doubt hates islands, so he needed to go for some strats. Yeah, potentially, but going Aztecs is a wild one, especially for a second pick. Like you pick it second, which means you really think a really good idea and a really good strategy, and you lose to the last pick of the opponent. And at the end, Vikings were just a countersieve to Aztec. So, I'm not sure at all. I'm not sure at all. Because now, King Stephen could go for bypass, evacuation, or mud flow. Khosrau could go for cap, high tides, or bay. One of the three. Actually, one of the six. You can pick an opposing home map. Do we have game 2? Not yet. I could see King Stephen going for... I could see King Stephen going for evacuation and his ghost strategy, maybe? Where will he use Dravidian? Actually, if my theory of doubt training with Gregory... Wait, now. Doubt training with... Oh, yeah, Gregory, actually. My theory or doubt training with King Stephen training with Gregory is right, then, hear me out, you could use Dravidians on Bay. I think that's Viper or Optimus Prime. I think Viper in tournament always say GG with big G. I think. So if my theory of King Stephen training specifically with Gregory is right, then it could. But then, could Gregory be Tato, guys? I'm asking you. Gregory be Tato because Viper said Jordan didn't play the single games NAC. So would Jordan go for like out of the box strategy? Or would Jordan would stick to things he knows already? Maybe that's the case. Maybe King Stephen was practicing Gregory. Gregory was Tato. And Tato faced Yo round 1 and lost 4-0. And Jordan then was Suman. Possible actually. Actually possible. I need to think about that for... I need to watch game 2. Let's go for game 2. Game 2 and Goff again. Goff again on evacuation. Goff again on evacuation. We're gonna have King Stephen in blue on the top side, playing Goff, and Khosrau in red on the bottom, playing Alliance. Alliance is actually really good. Alliance does have a lot of options. We're going for a third house. What? What are we doing? What are we doing for Khosrau? What's the plan actually? Actually, I think maybe he fucked up with his rally point, and then he was like, okay, let's build the Naosis. Why not? They doesn't need to build it when you go to the dock. Stefan going for the lane. Let's. For now is now. It's not. That's really late. Most of the time, King's sending a like the loom being queued up, going. Same thing. I like how fast Khosrau is luring his boar. Makes sure King Stefan won't be able to like two bows. Actually, yeah, we are. Stefan is not going for. That really makes me think about King Stefan knowing that his opponent is a practice partner. Because like with Goff, he could go forward. He would go forward most of the time. But there looks like he's not bait his opponent. But what's this bait then? What's the point of doing that? Like, why are we picking Goff if we are not going forward at one? Maybe you just want to play like normal then? Like barracks early? Wait, King Stefan is not going for a dock. Okay, we are sending a veil now. King? Looks like King Stefan is not going for a dock at all. Like Khosrau is not going for a dock at all too. Khosrau is going for Lu. Look at this. He knows something is coming. They clearly train together, guys. They clearly train together. He knows something is coming. So he's going for Loom. Protect his veil from the dock. It protects his... And he has Loom now. He has Loom, so King Stefan is just... He's just in a bad position now. Because he's sending the veil, he made Loom. I mean, Loom doesn't cost anything with buff at. But now, King Stefan just wasted some time and some resources. That's well played by Khosrau. That shouldn't be too efficient. That's well played. Recognize, like, he know about this. I'm pretty sure Khosrau know about this strat. Love to get paid and watch AoE at the same time. I mean, that's the best, right? You are at work and you are watching it. I don't think Khosrau will let this happen. I think Khosrau will let this happen. Actually, able to chop through fast. Like when this one is done, able to. Stefan trying to tame some goat, or maybe he was that close. I like how Khosrau is ignoring that. Just like, no, I won't answer to this. I'm just chilling. And you are just wasting more time with your vills. Like how he's dealing with it. At the end of the day, King Stefan forgot to put there, so we'll be able to go out really fast. Yeah, he forgot to build the palisade there. 4 fish already for Khosrau. Only 2 for King Stefan. For King Stefan. And 33 idle TC for Khosrau. I don't know what happened. Maybe we were missing food. But we got a lot of idle TC for Khosrau. Maybe we were ousted actually. The problem is I work for myself. My company goes under. It's because I HiddenCup 5. Ah, yeah, exactly. That's maybe a problem. I mean, if you're an employee, that's absolutely fine watching AoE. If you are your own boss, then it's like do whatever you want, right? Maybe that's not the best for your company, but you can get some. That's a lot of cows going home. I'm going to kill this cow. Actually, if I was Khosrau, I send another cow. So I bait him to kill the cow, and I'm taking off more of his HP. King Stefan shouldn't lose his scout. He's up before. Don't. What? That's so doubt. He's up in 5 seconds. He could have just run away and and, and save his scout. I don't know why he did that. No doubt. That woodline laming doesn't seem very efficient. Yeah, that was not done. Like, at the end of the day, he forgot all. We are going for main alarm for King Stefan, but that's not that big of a deal for Khosrau. I mean, he almost finished his woodline anyway. Woodline is almost over. He will just delete something and... Oh, actually, the main alarm could... Stefan? And not finding any damage. We got some idle TCs by Khosrau. Should maybe him being ousted at one point. I like how Khosrau, like, same the previous set. Khosrau on high tide, I think it was, realized that his opponent, I think his opponent was Romans. His opponent went for men at arms, and he realized that if he was going for men at arms, he wouldn't go for a second dock. So he should be able to kill his opponent with one dock only. So he's not making a second one yet. He's just playing on one dock. And we should be able to at least compete for the water. King Stefan is going for a second dock actually. I like how Khosrau is going for a range. Because he knows that he needs to respect this pressure from King Stefan. Having Menatarm like destroying your building one after the other is not cool at all. You clearly want some archer. Then you will force King Stefan into some skirm too. We got a kill by the way. No, it was the scout. Oh. Actually, I think if he turns back, both dies. I think it's... Okay, these 3 Minotams won't find any more value. Actually. Maybe they can run to the other side. So they will force Khosrau Archer to follow. Which means Khosrau won't be able to attack too. Actually, I think Khosrau should ignore this, wall that, and just go for the counter attack right away. Goes counter attack now. Like, King Stefan is naked at home. He's absolutely naked. Like, yeah, actually, that's the point. Like, you go for a tower there, and you send your archer forward. If your archer are going forward, it can be a massacre. Just send your archer forward, like, this is not doing anything. He needs to send his archer forward, make a defensive tower, and he's absolutely fine. Super fine, actually. Khosrau going to try to kill... Actually, that's not a name for Khosrau. Because he does have 5 fish versus... The King Stefan is the one that needs enemies as soon as possible. And I like how now Khosrau is going for the counter. That's well played. Now King Stefan was expecting a Z pressure. Force Archer of Khosrau defending. To force the Archer of Khosrau to defend. Actually, Khosrau is just ignoring this. That's gonna be a massacre. Especially that King Stefan is making a second tower behind the woodline. Which means he won't have a tower for his own defense. So actually, Khosrau played really well. Like, the situation was not easy at all. And he recognized that going to attack was just not a win on the spot. Was just too good. Now, King Stefan gonna struggle a lot. Because he doesn't have a range yet. He doesn't have enough for a tower. How do we defend this for King Stefan? Just how? He's sending his Menatarms back, but Menatarms won't be able to kill the archer. And the only way is if Khosrau is micro, Stefan going for a wall, for a trap, trying at least. That's gonna be another kill. And we are going for the wall, but there is a hole. That's doubt. Stop that. That's doubt. That's doubt. I mean, this trap, believe it or not, this trap was not that hard. That's doubt. That's doubt feeling this. And now he just has Menatarm just chasing Archer, but the Archer made a lot of damage already. I mean, we got a solid 1 minute idle time for Khosrau. And we're about to lose the fish. So look at the economy. Economy is still super solid. Oh, but no, we are up actually. I didn't saw that. I missed that. What a noob caster, guys. I missed that he was up, but he has 0 on food. Like, he's up with 0 on food, but how can we deal with that for King Stefan? Like, what? How King Stefan defend this? He's not up at all. Like, he's so far from going up. He's going for a market. Maybe he could go up, selling his soul. Maybe he could go up. Let's see. We'll try to use the market, but now it's gonna be like 1 knight, 3 crossbow for Khosrau. And it should be insane, right? Because this knight gonna wreck the Benatar. Gonna wreck them, and then the knight's gonna go there. 0 defense from King Stefan. King Stefan still didn't click up. I think that's a mistake for Khosrau. Just needs to apply pressure on the land. Just go for the kill on the land and add a second TC. Just add a he's going for a castle. He's gathering stone for a castle. And actually, guys, Gibeto, hear me out. Gibeto versus Goff should be an insane unit. From the beginning to the end, Gibeto should counter almost every unit that Goff can make. He's going for a market. Okay, he got enough. And where is he gonna build his castle? Where is he gonna build it? King Stefan still not up and going for skirm. He tried to wall, but he won't be walled in time. And 3 crossbow without +2 though are gonna make a massacre there, because this tower doesn't protect too much. Maybe this skirm because we don't have +2 enough. But we are about to go TI Knight. Are we making castle for Khosrau? I really think a castle should be. Maybe we don't want to make it forward. Maybe a castle there is okay now. I was about to say maybe a castle there is good enough, but like Khosrau wants to be wild because we are going for a castle. And I don't see how King Stefan will be able to defend this, except if we are losing all the CA like this. But otherwise, it should. Okay, King Stefan pushing back on the top, at least second TC. I like how Khosrau is like not playing all in. Even if he has 1 on foot, like adding a second TC for protection. And I think he should use the extra resources on the top to be able to produce some. Right now, he only has 1 on foot, and that's him. That's not too healthy. Like, he's idling massively. But this castle gonna be really annoying for King Stefan. Because King Stefan will lose half of his farms. He does have some fish, but not too much. And he doesn't have too much. He has some boar there, potentially. But yeah, doesn't look too healthy of an economy for Khosrau. But soon an economy gonna collapse as well. But then, in all this mess, Khosrau will have a forward castle, Khosrau will have CA Knight, and Khosrau will also have Gibeto. So if Khosrau managed to have Gibeto, then a really good spot. Because right now, King Stefan doesn't have anything from Gibeto. Still idling the TC. Or Khosrau, maybe hiding some farm. Oh, this co gonna help a lot. This co is gonna help so much. And actually, we are just running away from our starting base for King Stefan. We are just leaving. I mean, he has no choice. But now Gibeto are being produced, and that's gonna be a real problem, a real struggle for King Stefan. Like, what can King Stefan go for? He's trying to kill a knight with some vills, which is not a good idea, most of. Now Gibeto are just coming. I think it's just over. I don't see how King Stefan can. Maybe he can go CA. TA maybe? Monks? Wants to make some monks, but that's not gonna be too good. Now Khosrau hiding his 30. Wants to a bit more. And this is about to fall as well. How do you stop this? How do you stop this weapon? How can you stop this weapon? Cannot. You just cannot. Maybe Skirm, but it doesn't have economy for Skirm. It's not on gold too. It's going for a monastery, but it doesn't have gold. Need Khosrau to steal all this farm? Actually, yeah. Actually, that would be an insane idea. Stefan is about to lose all these villas if he doesn't notice, and even if he does, I mean, I don't see how he's gonna save them. He's trying to kill Gebeto with a Skirm Spear. Trying to kill Gebeto with Skirm and Spear. Lost, and now Stefan is behind in economy. Stefan won the water, but he's not using it much. He's on 3 TC, but I don't see how he'll be able to survive this. Because that's just a question of time before Khosrau takes all the 3 relics there. It's gonna be 3 relics for Khosrau. Potentially 4th. And 5th, maybe? It's gonna be 5 relics already for Khosrau. Could be the 6th one potentially there. We are going for the Bing Boom. I think Stefan is thinking, if I go late game, maybe I can like go for the Ghost spam with Hand Cannoneers, and then I'm a better spot. I think the only moment Ghost is better than Malian on this map is potentially in him. With like a big economy, a champion with Hand Cannoneer spam should be good, I guess. But now we are even losing the fish for King's. So we are nothing going for ourselves. We are King Stefan now. He's losing the fish. His TC got denied as well. He's about to get pushed. It's gonna be Gebeto Mangonel. Nice micro from Khosrau. Poured out. Oh, nice! Doubt 1. Doubt OP. So good, Doty. Okay, more Gebeto coming. A Mangonel is being produced. For now, King Stefan economy is behind, but I mean, still rolling. BTC versus 3. But he's behind for sure, and he's about to get pushed. And monks for Goth are not really good. And still, Castle Age, as I said, I don't know how to defend. This is just... I don't see what we can make to... And little by little, the Gebeto number will just grow, and it's unstoppable. Now, King Stefan is even getting pushed. 20 vills difference. Khosrau could add some fish too. He's going for devotion, so Doubt's gonna be devoted soon. That's a problem. Stefan's economy is... Rest collected is still very close, yes, but after this castle and with the economic difference being like huge, soon that's not gonna be the case. Okay, is actually 23 eco kill versus 5. That literally 20 kill difference. It's literally the difference between 7 economy and Khosrau. Khosrau going for the second castle forward. Remember that even if King Stefan holds long enough, then the early chemistry for Alliance should stay, and Khosrau is just taking game 2. King Stefan is typing out, and that's gonna be a 2-0 for Mr. Khosrau. Khosrau winning with Malians versus Goth on King Stefan home map. I mean, King Stefan needs to find a way to come back in this. But Flo, he decided to accept the Chinese mirror. Would Doubt accept this mirror? I'm not sure, guys. I don't know if Doubt would accept this. Maybe Doubt is planning to go Chinese on something else than Mudflow, so he avoid the mirror. Or maybe he just has something in mind. China. But if it's Doubt, I don't see Doubt going like meta with China. He will try something else if it's Doubt. Who is Khosrau? According to me, Khosrau is Viper. According to me, we are watching Doubt versus the Viper. And Khosrau could be maybe... I don't see Khosrau being Sito because he chose ban Bay instead of if it choose to pick ban Cross, sorry, instead of Bay, it choose to play Island instead of Cross. Like this Cup first pick with Bay is not Sito, for example. Like he would go for Cross maybe, Islands earlier maybe as well. I don't see Sito going for Cup. Itads, why not? But Cup and Bay is not looking too much like Sito. Banning Quarry, slow, and this ban is that's a very Viper draft. He bans Quarry because Viper doesn't want to get clowned, and Quarry is a clown map. Then he picked Cup, macro strategic map. Viper, High Tides, Viper like hybrid maps. He played High Tides multiple times already in his life. Bay is like macro oriented hybrid late game, so that's Viper. And then it choose Island over Cross because Cross, like if your opponent is going really aggro, it can be like you can like Cross can snowball so fast. So I think Islands, Viper would love Island way more, so you can really chill, really go for the later win conditions, go for his strategy, go for his macro and things like that. I think Viper on Islands he'll. So that's why. Do we have game 3? We do actually. That's nice. They they decided to go fast. We're not waiting to. Game 3 gonna be Stefan versus Khosrau. It's gonna be Byzantine versus Korea. Like Byzantine is such a big Civ win versus Korea normally. Yeah, I think on this map Byzantine is a Civ win. And once again, King Stefan is going for his plan that he has in mind. Looks like doubt, like he has a plan in mind. He's going for it. And Byzantine is just a good safe pick. I was talking about Incas was good versus Korea on this map as well. And player were just not thinking about like Arabia counter pick. Because at the end of the day, this map is like Arabia, but with some water on the middle. Like it's not like you don't play water until imp, because at the end of the day, monks gonna destroy you. So I was like, Incas, good monks, on the land it destroys Korea. It should be so good. I just think people maybe plays water too much, and I could see someone playing this like Arabia almost, winning versus someone playing like Koreans. And going from Byzantine, you do have better fire than Korea. You have demos. You have better monks. You have like trash unit that cost almost nothing. And skirms like counter everything King Stefan can make. So I really do think that this matchup is really good for Khosrau. Let's say what King Stefan can bring. Maybe he can bring something like good towers, like in combination with one or two turtle ship in Castle Age. Really control the middle of the map. And the only moment Korea should be maybe even or maybe even slightly better should be the late game with this tower creep expanding everywhere, good BBCs, good unit at the end of the day. Maybe this BBC tower like range composition with the tower creep expanding all over the map could beat Byzantines. But before that, on Feudal Age, Byzantines should eat Korea. On Castle Age, Byzantines should eat Korea. I think Korea is better than Byzantines only if both have like only if Korea has a big economy in late game and can just expand his towers everywhere and go for this tower creep, expanding, pressuring, and force Khosrau to live in a small corner excluded from the rest of the map with zero map control. Set up a bet. Oh, you're right. Can we set up a bet? You're right, guys. I'm doing it. Time to farm your gugus. Okay. Who win? Who win, guys? Is it gonna be in blue, the king, or in red, Khosrau? And you have 2 minutes to bet, guys. Keep in mind, if you are new on this channel, guys, or you don't know what is the Gugus about, Gugus is the channel point of this channel, is the name of the puntos of this channel, the points of this channel. And if you can watch how much Gugus you have in bank, just like you have the bar where you can chat. Just under you have the number of Gugus you do earn, you do have in bank. And if you click on this number, you can have a look of every rewards you can earn thanks to your Gugus. And you can see a lot of reward. You can go until like I think 1 million is the cost of a Fox jersey. Fox is an esport team in Age of Empire. So you can earn a jersey only with Gugus. That's actually super cool. And also you have this first reward, this 50k ticket for the raffle at the end of each month. So really soon I will, after HiddenCup, I will make the raffle. There is 2 raffle each month. There is 1 raffle for the sub only, where you can earn 1 hour live coaching with me. Or if you don't want get coach, you can give it to your friend or someone like, or you can, if you really want to spend it with me but you don't want to get coached, you can we can play team games together, things like that. That's only for subs. And you have a second raffle only for people that bought a 50k ticket. So you have 2 raffle each month, and basically if you are sub, you have like, you are part of a raffle. And if you cannot sub for any reason, then you can still try to participate in another raffle just by buying your ticket with Gugus. I think that's actually super cool. Can we win a worn jersey? What is a worn jersey? What is a worn? You have the channel Gugus market cap. I don't know. I think Elicol is the one earning the most Gugus. He's like around 200, I guess. But the channel is pretty young. It's pretty new. And I started to go into the Gugus business recently. So that's why the Gugus economy is not exploding yet. But like little by little, in a month or two, we will, like in a month almost, I think, the first rich people in Gugus gonna appear. I guess. One, okay. Oh, you can, yes. You can. I mean, well, if you wish, if you wish, yes. Gugus crypto soon? Yeah, I need to find some graphics for the Gugus. I don't know what does the Gugus looks like yet. Like, how do you imagine a Gugus, guys? Like, I have no clue yet. I have to be honest with you. I don't know what a Gugus look like. A burn? A slime monster? Okay. Okay, so Khosrau docked the south pawn, and Stefan won't be able to fight in this one. Like, he can try, but at the end of the day, Byzantine Fireship will just win straight. It's gonna be like an easy win for Khosrau, because not only is Fire better, but King Stefan cannot build a single demo with Korea. So not only Khosrau has a huge advantage, but he doesn't need to be careful about a huge demo like destroying his fire. Like, him going just fire is enough. Actually, he's going 1 dog versus... Actually, King Stefan going dock everywhere is actually weird. Because going dock and fire versus Byzantine is actually a surprise. And maybe it's surprise Khosrau as well, and that's why he's losing on actually. But at the end of the day, both of them won't have any fish. So King Stefan is adding some fish on this one, and Khosrau adding some. At the end of the day, they kinda traded the pond, and they killed each other fish. Is a fire strong versus a turtle ship? I think yes. I think fire versus turtle is pretty good. I think turtle are extremely strong versus galleon and galley too. I think fire could be the weakness of the turtle ship. Like 3 fire could easily kill the turtle ship. Okay, for now, Echo KD, we killed each other fish. King Stefan does have a scout. Kill Khosrau scout? No, he won't. We are not even investing anymore on this one. King Stefan will try to kill Khosrau scout. Ooh, nice micro by Khosrau actually. Nice awareness. And I like how Khosrau is still investing because he has to know that his opponent cannot go for demos. His opponent cannot go for... I mean, if he is going for fire, he'll just die in the long run. So Khosrau investing more is, in my opinion, a really good idea. Because he knows that thanks to his civilization bonus, he might get the advantage for his opponent. We are adding fish for Khosrau, we are adding fish for Mr. King Stefan too. Stefan forced to invest a bit more on this pawn because he sees that there is a second dock for Khosrau. Khosrau forced to ungarrison his fire because of the low HP dock. And oh, this demo could be nasty. If King Stefan... Oh, King Stefan needs to split in time. He needs to split. Oh, that could be... I'm so disappointed by this demo. Like, that was the worst demo possible. Like, a demo in the middle would be insane. He went for the worst demo he could. That's surprising me. These little details could make me think it's not Viper. I mean, even Viper could fail this. Viper loves the demo too much. He would take care of this one and just... Maybe he was not paying attention. His rally point was there and the demo went automatically the closest fire. Khosrau still investing actually. Still investing a lot. Same for King Stefan at the end. Stefan know that if Khosrau managed to come back on water, then he will have the better fire, the best fire, and it will be Stefan too. Come back on this pawn, so he really wants to keep the number high, so he's not losing it. And then on Castle Edge he can go for a tower maybe, or a TC in the middle, or a monastery. And then with the monastery he should be fine, even versus Byzantine fire. Not Tato confirm. What is this dock? I mean this one? Yeah, exactly, Vampiro, exactly. That was exactly that. We still invest. I think at this point Khosrau should just stop investing, or maybe build more dock on the top. Actually, if I was Khosrau, building more dock there, Dicky dock could be well, but this dock was a bit... I don't know. I don't know what to think about this dock at the end of the day. It wasn't a surprise at all. And now, if Khosrau add some dock on the top, it will just like give some extra value to this fire, because Zeus fire already exists. So if you are going for more dock, more fire, then King Stefan doesn't need make more fire. He can just stick with this one, upgrade them, and then suddenly he can just value a bit more this one, as long as he doesn't lose the pawn, right? Lose the pawn, he needs to more, but... Okay, King Stefan is up, he's going for towers as expected. Is he going for boom behind? He should, right? He's on stone, so he should boom behind us. Here comes the tower again, yeah. He started to towering a bit everywhere. He wants to expand with the tower. I like this idea. I mean, versus Byzantine, as we said, you need to use your bonuses at the best of your capability. And going for tower early with Korea is a good idea. Definitely a good idea. +2 for Khosrau. I think he just want to be able to deny the Vils building the tower more than really going attack. So the +2 is cool, so he can range the Vils actually. I like this idea. Able to deny this tower, that could be really good for Khosrau. It looks like he will. Looks like he will, but there is a seed shop, so he's gonna have a Mongol on the field. The knight being wasted a bit, I feel. Maybe we did a monastery being added for Khosrau as well. Second and third TC on the way. Second TC for Stefan as well. The economy is for now kinda similar. We did not manage to kill this Mongol. And we saw Khosrau being a bit of a nerd, trying to get this last bill. This knight though should kill this Mongol. Or he will try to at least, let's see. There is 2 fires, there is a tower, there is build around, so it will be tricky by this one. Are we going counter attack? Looks like yes. Actually, if King Stefan is chopping through on this one, 50 wood remaining only, that could be really annoying. Okay, we are not going counter attack. We need a siege shop for Khosrau. We need something to stop the tower creep for expecting dollar, because if Stefan managed to go for a tower there, then another where that can be a disaster for Khosrau. He would lose the control of his main gold, he would lose the control of the farms as well. And I think King Stefan will try to go for a tower inside the base. I mean, why not? Like, King Stefan vision is this. The next tower has to be like here even. A tower there would be a disaster. Okay, he's going for a safer one. But Khosrau is, in my opinion, like really underestimating this push. This push can be really deadly. Unfortunately, Khosrau showed himself before. Stefan is not reacting. There is +2. Oh, nice reaction last moment. Nice quick roll by King Stefan. It was almost a disaster because if this 4th archer with +2 goes in, they can sit on the gold, they can sit on the farms, they can be super annoying. And the tower creep is still expanding. I think Khosrau did underestimate this push big time. Oh, actually, Knight could destroy the Mangonel. I like how he's placing himself under the tower, so he can only be hit by one tower. Okay, nice attack ground by King Stefan. And redemption on the way for Mr. Khosrau. We are going for our own 6 shop too. But now that's big problem for Khosrau. I mean, he's on stone. Maybe he wants to build the castle very soon. But this is super annoying. As I said, like, easily 6 farm denied by this tower. That was a big mistake to not re-wall in emergency behind this palisade. Because letting King Stefan expand into our base, letting King Stefan expanding the tower creep into our base is the nightmare, let's be honest. Like, it's not nightmare, like, you cannot convert too much with the monks because there is, like, the tower pushing you away. And, like, he's just surrounded. He will lose this Mangonel, he will lose this TC first, potentially. That's gonna be a nightmare. Nice Mangonel macro by Khosrau though. King Stefan still expanding the tower. Oh, that could be a disaster actually. Need to delete the Mangonel. We'll send the Vil back. Only one Vil left. We need to build some ram, I believe. I believe 2 or 3 rams could at least push back these 2 towers. Then we can take the control back of the goal. We can grab this relic. Then we can use those farms again. Oh, that's CA, Korean CA. They are really cheap, but they don't have any. They don't have any stable upgrade. They are cheap, but not too good. They do not have bloodline for it. Are we going for some ram? Not yet. Maybe he's waiting for a castle, but he's far from it. Not mining too much stone. So he's not aiming for a castle. And ooh. 1 conversion? 0 conversion. That was a bit unlucky for Khosrau, but nice pick by Stefan there. Really nice pick by him. And Stefan is going for the 4th TC. 31 farms. 4th TC. 4th TC as well for Khosrau, but only 70 farm because of the tower keep expanding. At the end of the day, this Korean push on this map is really scary. I really think Khosrau underestimated that. He underreacted big time. Actually get 4 mounts, 1 convert the tower and the other 3 heal. I think if there is only 1 tower shooting, that's possible. If there is 2 like there, actually that's Byzantine healing. Actually could be possible, yeah. Maybe he wants to go for that. Actually, you go for the life upgrade, you go for Sanctity, you can maybe go for that. That's actually an idea. I'm not sure if it's gonna work, but that's actually an idea. Byzantine healing is insane, guys. Counter tower by Khosrau. He's so annoyed by this tower. That's a nice counter tower by Khosrau actually. He does have +2 on his tower as well, so he should be able to counter push this. And there is a Mangonel micro fight and monks are getting involved, are pushing back the Mangonel so the ram can job. Yeah, actually monks are dying so fast on our tower. I think even Byzantine healing should be enough. Shouldn't be enough. Bill dying too? Yeah, Khosrau is just struggling. I told you, and now he has no choice. He needs to make a castle there to claim this map control back. Otherwise, he just giving up on one stone. And if you give your own stone to the Korea, that's a big problem actually. Okay, he gonna kill one tower at least. But that was an expensive one. And now he needs to build a castle there. No choice. He will grab this relic and run away with it. King Stephen like close from kicking up. Actually the economy is kinda similar. He wants to do what you said. He wanna go for the conversion, but I think if there is 2 towers, that's too much. Okay, he's going for it? No. Okay, he's gonna go for this castle. He will push back 2 towers at least. And he will be able to claim back at least his goal, which is good enough. He's up, like Mr. King Stephen. Both are up to the imp. But King Stephen map control is insane, right? He does have access to the middle, so a lot of gold, potential gold to buy more stone for more tower as well. He's controlling the side, he's controlling the top pawn, and he has the control over this stone for a long time. He can make a tower there and control this. Should be really good. Because we do not have too much stone left for Khosrau. Khosrau clicked up. Maybe he thinks he's up before his opponent. Maybe he's thinking like King Stephen invested a lot into this tower, so he cannot be up yet. But actually King Stephen economic management behind all of that was actually really solid. Nice reaction by Khosrau though. He's realizing Stephen is going to build this tower and doesn't want to happen. He's sending a Vil. Take down this tower. If this tower goes up though, like it, wow, this tower is going up, that's annoying. Oh, actually just convert it. Oh, the monk! Okay, he survived. Oh! Stephen won't have this relic. Stop eating it! When he died 13 HP. Could have converted. Oh, turtle ship! Actually, the reload time of the turtle ship is so long. Actually. Like, it's so long to read. And we are going into range, tower, chemistry potentially. And as I said, guys, going for this composition in late game, for the Tower Creek BBC range unit, would be really solid versus Byzantine. And yeah, I think look at the turtle. The turtle is kinda weak versus fire. I think it's a really good Galleon counter, but versus fire, it has to be really weak. Tower for King Stephen being added on the side. The tower creep is starting to expand, and if he managed to build some more tower on this side, he should be able to absolutely deny all these farmers. We are trying to expand for Khosrau. I think we are building some traps to be able to push this back little by little. We will be able to go for the unique technology for the Korea, so that will give more extra range to the tower. So they won't be able to. So Khosrau won't be able to take them down thanks to Romans actually for Byzantine. I forgot that it was an option, but that's actually really solid. Romans on this map should be really solid. Then King Stephen needs to be really careful about Khosrau managing to build some dock in his pawn, because if Khosrau even managed to build like 2 or 3 dock, he go for Byzantine, fast fire, then Drummond, and then he can easily claim this back. Like Drummond's even there could be able to 8 plus 3 versus 12. Actually, the Korean tower does outrange the Drummonds as well. Does outrange the Drummonds, and we do have the range for Khosrau to take this castle down. That's huge actually. Hub zone being added. So we will go to 11 range to 13. 13 range, so now we do outrange them. Like 8 plus 5 is insane. We do have monks for Mr. Khosrau. We are going for the extra range for the monks. So we should be able to convert the BBCs. 3 BBC versus 1. Nice micro by Khosrau. Really nice micro. We are trying to attack Grand for King Stefan. That looks like Doubt's micro of the BBC. Because he's trying to attack Grand but never on the right side. Always on the wrong side. And now he's facing BBC monks and elite skirms. And those Dromons are actually really scary. If you don't know what is a Dromon, let me explain you. A Dromon is a mix. Is a mix between a ship, a mangonel, and a BBC. That's a mix of that, and actually a huge mistake by. I mean, those units are. This is one of the most expensive units in the game. It's like 225 wood, 225 gold. So it's actually super expensive. Losing them is a big deal for. I like how Khosrau is pushing back the pieces from King Stefan, and as long as King Stefan is not fighting with some tower support, he won't be able to avoid these monks from just diving in on this. Oh, this table, and he won't left the monk. That's a little details, but what a nice play by Khosrau. He's doing his best to deny the third relics for Mr. King Stefan. Khosrau is on a timer though. He doesn't have that much gold left. Okay, he just found a new gold. That's huge for him. But he doesn't have that much gold left. And he needs to take back the middle. King Stefan, gold bank. Is King Stefan going for spies? Or what? Are we going for spies? $5k gold in the bank and we are going for Khosrau. I mean, that's the problem with Korea, right? Even if you have a lot of gold, at the end of the day, you don't have the best unit. So you don't have good monks, you cannot go siege if there is monks against you. So you kinda can only like buy some stuff today, but that's already good. This composition is all about the tower creep. If you manage to expand the tower creep non-stop, then his army gonna be unstoppable. Needs to be careful though, he's not taking the best fight, taking a huge shoot from Khosrau. Khosrau going for Alb. He realizes that Hussar wears the field. Those Dromons, actually maybe Khosrau could go for like Dromons there to nuke all of this. Then he places his Dromon here and he tries to dock there. He managed to dock here to go for some fast fire Byzantine ship. With Dromons behind, he can claim back all of this easily. And then he should be able to take back the gold control. 5k gold in the bank for King Stefan. That's huge. Once again, nice micro by Khosrau. Still pushing back the... Oh, okay, he went back. I was scared for a moment. Like, look at this range. The range of this tower are insane. Like, look at... The monks are dying so fast. That's just a nightmare playing this type of play. Oh, the BBC is actually infringing. Careful. It looks like Khosrau won't be able to push this back because look at this bank. I mean, we are still doing some turtles on this side. The tower creep is getting into the south pond as well. We are still expanding. Khosrau is trying to kill every tower possible, but the creep is just everywhere. We are even losing Dromons now. We will lose this BBC because look at this. This tower is just outranging BBCs. We are trying to push with the monks, but once again the towers are just so good. Handcart now for Khosrau. I mean, Khosrau is. I mean, I know why he's still fighting. Like, it's not over at all. He has more station, but I don't see how we can push back all these towers. It's just gonna be way too complicated. Now, Hussa on the field. There is some halberdiers for Khosrau. Like, Khosrau needs monks, a lot of trebs, a nicked t-shirt that goes one tower by one tower. Because if there is more than 2 towers on the same spot, then the tower will be able to kill the monks and then the BBC will kill the traps. That's super complicated for Khosrau. To engage this, that's almost impossible for Khosrau to engage this. Korea was a very early pick for King Stefan though. It was a very early pick for King Stefan. So makes sense. Korea looks really strong on this map. Really strong. The way he played them looks really strong. But I have to say Khosrau could have defended better actually. Like letting the tower creep going inside his main base early Castle Age was a huge mistake in my opinion. And just because of that, King Stefan managed to take the lead and never let this lead go away after. Now he's going for arrow slits even, so it's gonna increase the damage output of the tower. So that's gonna be even worse for Mr. Khosrau. From 8 plus 4 to 8 plus 7. So now the monks cannot even walk in range like for a second or they're gonna get just destroyed. Okay, Khosrau is trying to reclaim the south at least. Trying to push back the south, but this base is getting pushed hard. Soon it's gonna be 5 relic for King Stefan. I don't see how Khosrau can hold this. And look at King Stefan gold bank. He can buy stone for the next 25 minutes. He can buy literally like 20-25 towers still. Is blue Yo? Doesn't Yo love banking a crap ton of gold and then quickly building a massive... Oh, shit. And then quickly building a massive force? Yeah. Could be Yo. Stefan could be Yo, but the Goth strategy doesn't look like Yo at all. And we saw Gregory doing exactly the same Goth strategy. So I would aim Stefan and Gregory are part of the same team. And I don't see Yo going for evacuation. And the GG is called for Khosrau. It's gonna be 2-1 for Khosrau. King Stefan winning the first game. Winning his first game in that. That's 2-1. We needed Stefan to be back into this set. And that's down. That's done. He won with the Korea, his third pick, but he actually won versus the second pick. That was a really important win for Mr. King Stefan. And now he's gonna be able to go into Mudflow, Bypass, High Tides, and Bay left. Let's see. If Khosrau thinks he's playing versus Doubt, going for High Tides could be really decent. What sieve does he have on High Tide? Actually, look at Khosrau sieve. Mayans, Italians, Portuguese, Lithuanians, and Chinese. Insane. Like bypass, you could have Portuguese for bypass. Insane. Italians for Bay, maybe. Lithuanians for Haitite should be a decent pick. While King Stefan... Would be Dravidians for Bay, I guess. Dravidians for Bay, maybe. Especially if he trained with Gregory 7. That means he went for Dravidians for... He picked Dravidians for Bay, potentially. So many hybrid water sieve in the draft, actually. Yeah. That means there is like Mudflow, hybrid. Evacuation, hybrid. Island water. Cup, hybrid. High Tide, hybrid. And Bay, hybrid. The only full land map is bypass, actually. And actually, I'm wrong. Lithuanians could go for Mudflow. I think it's... No, I think he will play Chinese on Mudflow and Portuguese on a bypass, potentially. Because even if Portuguese could be insane on Mudflow, Chinese should be better. Chinese should be the best sieve by far. Mudflow. I don't see a sieve being better than China. Even Portuguese with a double patch of berries shouldn't be enough. Like, Chinese is just stupid on this. Game 4 gonna be on Bay, actually. Game 4 gonna be on Bay. Game 4 gonna be on Bay, and we do have the game. We do have the game. Okay. That's gonna be... Oh. Game 4 on Bay? What? Are you stupid or... That's gonna be game 4 Dravidian Italian. I was right about King Stefan going Dravidians on the Bay. Then it confirms, guys, my theory of King Stefan training with Gregory. Like, it confirmed it so badly. Oh, don't forget the Gugus, guys. Let's go. Time to farm the Gugus. Time to farm your monthly rifle ticket. Or time to farm your box jersey, up to you. Or your one of the reward. There's a lot of cool reward, I believe. If you have some reward idea, guys, just let me know. Some cool reward that we could add. Just let... Okay, so it's gonna be Italians for Khosrau and Dravidians for King Stefan. Dravidians in blue. We saw Gregory playing Dravidians, I believe. It didn't convince me too much, but it wasn't bad. And Khosrau going for Italians. Interesting. Italians is like a classic pick, but we used to see Italians more versus like Mongols or something like Persian. I think we didn't saw Italians versus Dravidians, but it should be really decent. Dravidians does have good skirms, but Italian does have this Genoese crossbowman that could counter like totally the elephant archer. Be really good. Just lost 10k Gugus? Really? Oh god, that's expensive. I mean, maybe I baited some of you guys last game. I was like, Byzantine should be way better, and actually I really think that stays. But yeah. Ray just lame blue. You're right, actually. He lame some pig already for Khosrau. And King Stefan is going for a very early dot. Look at this build order for King Stefan. Stefan using the straggler tree, be able to go for an earlier dock and earlier fish. That's well played by King Stefan. Really early dock, so he will be able to go for some fish. He's doing that because King Stefan dock, actually Dravidian's dock, is not only a dock but also act like an house. It also gives you like 5 more pop space. So thanks to that, he will be able to produce time and should be able to produce maybe 1 fish, maybe 2 for going for the lumber camp. So it will give him a bit of a food boost and should give him the option to go up earlier in Feudal Age, and potentially going up earlier means fire earlier and your chance of winning water actually. Let's see if King Stefan gonna... look, that's doubt. That's doubt that is not comfortable anymore after killing his boar game 1. That's so doubt. That looks like doubt so much. Like game 1, he killed his boar with the TC. And now he's like, I don't feel doing that anymore. I don't want to shoot my boar with my TC anymore. I don't want to pretend I am a new or a young player anymore. No, I'm doubt. So I shoot the board and I engage on my wheels, I drag them on with my mouse and I click on the board again. That's the way doubt is luring his board. And once again, it looks like King Stefan really look like doubt. At the end of the day, Khosrau is struggling to go up. Try to go up as soon as possible, but he got some idle TC. then he will be up at kinda close to King Stefan. Same population, one extra fish ship, and it should be water versus water play. Bob should play water, I believe, on this map. Ravidians will get extra 200 wood. Oh yeah, I don't understand why King Stefan is not going for a second lumber camp. He could go for a second lumber. Okay, he wants to go for a second dock first, I guess. Could go for a second lumber camp because thanks of the extra 200 wood Ravidians get when they goes up. Second dock for Khosrau actually. Second dock for Khosrau. Second dock for King Stefan. Already on gold. King Stefan is already on gold. And he's about to stay on one lumber camp. Like he could go for a second one now. Get a really nice economy. He will get 200 wood anyway, so he could go for a second lumber camp. So his economy should be better, but he decided to stay on one lumber camp. Fine. 3 fishing ship versus 1 though. He could have go for extra. Could have had some fish on the transition as well, which he didn't do. Who's winning? Stefan will win this fight. Have you considered selling Stay Humble mugs or shirt? I bet you could make $1 or 2 on it. €1 or 2 on it. Yeah, actually. I mean, my Stay Humble, not a meme, but my Stay Humble sentence is famous now in the HiddenCup world. A demo in a fire is coming for King Stefan. Khosrau is adding the same. Khosrau killed, King Stefan killed Khosrau Scout actually. What are the odds for the betting, guys? Let me check. 67% Khosrau, 33% King actually. Khosrau still favored by the chat. This demo wasn't too sexy, I have to say. And actually a big difference is that Stefan didn't make double redux yet, which is a huge issue. A huge issue. Because this upgrade, like, is insane for the wood gathering. Like, you gather wood like 20% faster. The technology is cheap at the beginning too. So it's really an upgrade that you want to afford really early, as soon as possible in the game. And not having it would be insane at the end. And look at the resources collected. Okay, we do have 1 fish versus 3. That's something. But also having the wood upgrade for Khosrau is huge. Is really huge. 3 KD though for King Stefan. King Stefan playing really well on the water. I mean, he potentially killed 2 fire aim more than his opponent and a scout. For now, King Stefan is hiking really well. I mean, at least for now, because looking like it might get a bit rough because he only has 1 will to prepare everything. Oh, it could be a disaster actually. Nice demo maybe for King Stefan. Nice split. Oh, this second demo, if it was out this side, could have like destroy Khosrau's army. Oh, demo. Waiting for the surffish. He's greedy. He's being greedy. And actually, I think Khosrau is losing water actually. Oh, it was King Stefan. Maybe I Doubt versus Leary? No. In my opinion, it's Viper versus Leary. Viper versus Doubt, sorry. Thank you so much, Felix, for the sub gift. TGB, so much for the support. We do already have a market for Khosrau. We are going for Axsmith as well. He's about to click up soon, I guess. Maybe he can sell the stone to go up early, or maybe he can stop investing on water to go up early too. This demo could. Okay, demo wasn't too sexy, but this one can be insane actually. This one could be insane. Really nice demo. That was a really nice demo by Khosrau, actually. What do you think, Black? I think it's Viper Leary. You think it's Viper and Leary is Khosrau? You think Viper is King Stefan, actually? Okay. I I don't see Viper playing Aztecs game 1, Black. I really don't see Viper playing Aztecs game 1. Like, I don't see Viper taking such a risk on a map. I think Viper is really good on Island. I don't know if Viper would go for Aztecs on Island. It looks like a doubt pick to me. But, you know, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I need to stay humble, but to me it looks like doubt more than Viper because of this pick on Island. But maybe Viper wanted to try something. Maybe it trained with Aztec. It was like, actually my early Eagle landing is insane. Let's go for it. But picking Island second in the draft, use it. Picking Aztec second on the draft to use it on Island. That gives me doubt vibes more than Viper vibes. But I might be wrong. Ah, you think it's Viper or Khosrau? Okay. King Stefan, doubt team. Oh, okay, my bad. I misunderstood you. But yeah, I agree. I agree that Khosrau has to be someone that wants to play like... He didn't cook something crazy. He's confident in the meta play. I could see more Viper than Leary being Khosrau because I think Leary is Alexios or maybe was Jadwiga. I bet on Alexios more than Jadwiga, but I think Leary was something more like Alexios, but I could see Leary being Khosrau. Why not? Why not, actually? King Stefan just clicked up later than his opponent, but his opponent is losing the water for now. Trying to repair the dock, actually. So maybe he wants to buy time before his dock is going down to invest and take back water control. Nice demo, by the way. Looks like he should get the water back. Or a lot of 1 HP. Nice micro bar Khosrau, look at that. He's switching the wheels. So he's repairing a bit every navy. Not losing a single one. He lost one, actually. He will be able to win the water at the end. He's even going for War Galley upgrade. He will win the water. It looks like Stephen King is not investing in it. He realizes he lost the water. How many fish are remaining? 800. It's actually really decent. Like, he could go for 4 fishing ships to have like some economy boost. That should be really decent. You know what happened to me in Alexios' game? I saw him doing really bad micro many part of the game, so that's why I thought it's not Leary for some reason. It was more like a Mysterio game, using Archer under the TC, Mongonal fight, etc. Yeah, it could be. I could see Leary being a bit rusty as well, like not playing his best. Like recently he hasn't playing what like as good as he used to play. So I could see maybe him being Leary, but I see what you mean. Like, it wasn't as chirurgical as it used to be for Leary, but I mean the past months Leary hasn't been in his top shape, so it could be I think it's Leary, but by the process of elimination. But then my main problem is it could be Art, for example, and Leary could be Jadwiga, maybe. I think Art and Leary are kinda really close from each other these days, because Art is leveling up recently, has leveled up a lot recently, and Leary is not in his base shape. So I could see Jadwiga being Leary and Art being Alexios. Could be. You have Leary as Suman Guru? I need to rewatch my spreadsheet on Suman Guru, but I don't see him being Suman Guru. I'm not I don't remember the draft exactly. Maybe I need to check it again. I said Sumanguru was Tato. I need to check the draft again. It could be Sumanguru, but then who is Tato? Could Tato be Jadwiga? I don't think so. I don't think Tato would look still like that. Okay, 3 TC for Khosrau, 4 TC for King Stephen actually. Both are going EV on the boom. And some extra vills for Khosrau still, because he added this a bit earlier. And he still does have the working, but he will need to go for some fish traps soon. Otherwise, he will just need to do them, and that's 7 fish. Don't want to delete 7. He needs to... Who could boom like that? Like, his boom, like, he made his TC so close to each other. It could be Viper. Table being added now for Khosrau. I mean, maybe Alexios could be... Maybe this Khosrau could be Leary then? And Viper could be Alexios? But we saw similar approach between Alexios, Vasco, and Jadwiga. So I wouldn't be surprised, like, Era trained with Leary in Art, and MBL didn't trade at all the new maps almost. Sito is Jandiska. I think Sito is Jandiska and he played versus Sebastian. But I mean, everyone guessed that kinda, but it was one of the last round of 66. So I could see it be wrong maybe? Because people used a lot the process of elimination for the last round. Like same for Liri versus Ganji, people were like, "Oh, I think we didn't see Ganji and Liri yet. Okay, let's put them there." Maybe it was like, I don't know. Could be like Viper versus Ganji or Viper versus Bars, or could be something like that, you know. I just think people use the process of elimination at the end, and we could get wrong because of this process of elimination. Could bait us. Nice monk snipe by Khosrau. Khosrau playing well. Khosrau adding 1, 2, 3 stables. Like Khosrau wants to invest a lot. While King Stephen is going for Archer. Wait. King Stephen going for Archer? That has to be a misclick. I don't see King Stephen. I don't see Doubt going for Archer now. No way. No. He's not going Archer. Maybe he's thinking I need to go Archer because my opponent could go Genoese Crossbowman. That's maybe his way of thinking actually. Because many people would aim for Elephant Archer. But King Stephen is potentially thinking like, if I go Elephant Archer and my opponent is opening like Genoese Crossbowman, then I could die hard to Genoese Crossbowman with my Elephant Archer opening. Maybe he wants to open Arbalest first. Then something like Elephant Archer later, maybe? Excuse me. Could be something like that, actually. You have to go back and watch Jan versus Alfred. That set was insane and high level. I still think that was Sito versus Sebastian. I think Sebastian was playing well, but was playing a bit too like a Sebastian. A bit too much like a Sebastian. Someone else. It could be Art or Leary. But then my theory about practice partner doesn't work anymore. Because I said AM is Vasco, Art, and Vasco, Jadwiga, and Alexios. We are making Archer for King Stephen right now. +2 Imp in 40 seconds. We just clicked up for Khosrau. Khosrau invested a bit more in Castle Age to get some map control. At the end of the day, he didn't manage to achieve 2 investment. And he will go into Archer himself. It's gonna be crossbow versus crossbow. Arbalest versus arbalest in it. And let's see. how it gonna goes. And I like how Khosrau is being super active with the slide cave. Look at this, it's trading everywhere, trying to be annoying, trying to grab all the relics. 5 relics for King Stefan, by the way. 5 relics for King Stefan. That's well played by him. Stefan played really well on this one. Managed to go for 5 relics. Was well played. But he's losing some vills here and there. Like he's getting raided a lot. And look at the economic difference. Like almost 30 vil difference. We don't have uncard for Khosrau though. It's like 25 vils difference. That looks like Viper making this trap. Viper that is like microing a lot everywhere. Like he doesn't have too much time. He's like, okay, I'm making like clean fish traps, but not the optimal ones. Is that Viper vs Stout? I think so. Stout going for a forward castle actually? It could be a dart castle. I mean, if Khosrau managed to focus the archer, it really could be a dart castle. No, it looks like he wants to... Oh, actually that's well played by Khosrau. He's focusing the vills first. So he's able to... Trying to deny the castle. Okay, I think he realized you won't be able to deny the castle, so trying to take 1 or 2 kills on the crossbow mass. Castle being added by Khosrau as well. Racer chemistry. We are going into some bombard cannon. Do we have chemistry already for Mr. King Stefan? Let's see. Oh, there is ballistic. Yeah, we already have chemistry for King Stefan, which means King Stefan could add like 1 or 2 siege workshop and add a lot of bombard cannon. I think in this matchup actually, in this scenario exactly, having a lot of bombard cannon will be key. So I really think King Stefan will need 2 extra siege workshop and go for the big bombard cannon play. 42 farms though for Khosrau already. Khosrau having a really good economy, but how do you use your economies? Like maybe he overboomed a bit. Like for Italian standard, 142 kills is a lot because you don't have like you cannot play like paladins or a huge unit, right? Italians is more about like bombard cannon, about archer mass, some hussar too, but then you need a lot of pop space to do that. So I could see 140 civil being a slight overboom, but he's going for a lot of upgrades. So for now it's good, but you will maybe need to delete some vills very soon. I like the stable though, it's gonna be nice raid, and this type of raid can be deadly, especially versus Dravidians. I really like how he's just cutting the reinforcement. He knows that the front line is there for King Stefan, but he knows that King Stefan military production is the back. And just sitting 10 skirm here will be super annoying. He will be able to cut the reinforcements, and King Stefan will need to deal with that, or he will lose like a lot of his reinforcement. And then this little move also buy time for Khosrau. It does buy time for him to build more bombard cannon, but I think he didn't expect to lose this castle that fast. So he made his siege shop just behind his castle, thinking he had the time to build 1 or 2 more BBC. At the end of the day, he didn't at this time. So now he's struggling a lot actually. Struggling a lot. And look at this wood line being raided, and that's not looking too good for Mr. Khosrau right now. He's just getting pushed non-stop, and at one point King Stefan will be able to go for a transition and maybe go for the final hit. I'm not sure if the raid will be enough. Still 50 on food for Khosrau. Still a lot of farms there. But yeah, we need to find something to do that. And we are making a siege workshop there, but this siege workshop should be pretty soon. To go for some back siege workshop. I need siege workshop there. Because for now he didn't manage to go for a single BBC since the beginning of this game, because each time he's going for one, his siege shop is being trapped down or pushed or destroyed. Command guide is Viper is going to lose to Doubt. NAC last tournament, Viper won 4-3 versus Doubt. Viper 143 versus Doubt. I think you are underestimating how good is Doubt. He only won 4-3 last NAC. That was Viper on a bad day, right? That wasn't Viper on his best day, that's for sure, but I mean, Doubt could be on a good day as well. Like, I don't like when people are like, this guy is not on a great day, he played bad. But or maybe also his opponent was playing super good. And look at Viper. Look at Khosrau, my bad. With 1 BBC, he managed to kill 2 or 3 BBC of King Stefan and almost push the trap down. I mean, he used his light cav as well. He does have the last armor on the light cav, which is helping a lot. And looks like Khosrau is stabilizing for now. But he doesn't have too much gold left, right? No, he doesn't have any gold left. I mean, he's mining some there, but only gold left is this one, I believe. And soon he won't have any gold. So he really needs to push this back really fast. Claim back this gold, potentially claim back this stone as well. And be able to send more vills on the top to find this extra resource. Maybe he needs 1 or 2 stable on the top to raid these two. Be really, really well played by Khosrau. I mean, does he still raiding? No, he doesn't have the resources to raid. Just focusing on pushing back this, and I think that's his main preoccupation, and that should be his priority, right? Pushing back this castle should be his top priority, so he's able to claim this gold back, and he can make more BBs. Soon he will run out of gold, and when this will happen, he won't be able to make any more siege. That's gonna be a problem. He's going for a Disticid, the good one. I like that Khosrau is trying to expand on the top. Stefan is following him though, trying to kill these vills. Yeah, Khosrau needs to push really fast the top, otherwise he won't be able to win this game. He really needs to push the top really fast. This castle is key. That's the way to the top of the map and to all the extra gold. So this castle is really key. But he's just not managing to push back in time. I mean. Nice repair of the BBC. I mean, King Stefan is just spamming unit there. Sending some reinforcers on the top. He wants to make sure there is no gold being taken by Khosrau on the top, being collect. They are raiding a lot. They are not raiding oh, some raid actually there. Some raid too for King Stefan. I like how King Stefan is playing really well. Like, he know that Khosrau is struggling for gold, so he just non-stop making sure there is nothing on the top of the map. He's pushing every TC on the top of the map. He's killing every vill that is on the top of the map for Khosrau. And look at this. Khosrau, 400 gold, 400 gold in the bank, 300 gold only. Soon to be 0. But he has a push now. He has 3 BBC and he needs to push this back. Push this back, take this gold. That is easily like 2 or 3 extra BBCs. So you can get a better push. I don't like how King Stefan is under investing BBCs in my opinion. Could invest more. Nice shot though. Yeah, Khosrau needs to be careful about his BBCs. He cannot afford too much of them, so he needs to be really careful about them. And the thing is, this gold is almost running out. So even if he managed to push back this one, I mean, he needs to go on the top. I think like this table were crucial. If you keep raiding his base, I mean, King Stefan is well defended. He has 2 castles on the front. He has 1 castle on his way to the castle. Okay, this castle is falling. So Khosrau will be able to claim this gold back. And looks like Khosrau is little by little pushing back, guys. And if Khosrau manage take into Khosrau at one point, it could be a lot of problem for King Stefan. Look at King Stefan. King Stefan is going into champion. That's not a generic champion. That's gonna be Dravidian's champion. And keep in mind that Dravidian's champion do ignore armor with the upgrade wood steel, the unique tech wood steel in the castles. Manage to back into wood steel champion, they will be really scary, especially versus trash units. Especially versus All-Star, and he's going into wood steel. Champions, I'm hype. Yeah, champions gonna be really good. That's a really good technology to go in. When your opponent is on trash unit only, would still champion be like unstoppable. Especially that Stefan does that a lot of gold. He's not taking it to champions yet. He needs some a food extra to go into that. I really like this castle by Khosrau. Like Khosrau is struggling for gold so too bad. He needs to claim some gold back really fast. And keep in mind that Stefan has 5 relics, guys. 5 relics. 3k, 5 gold. Generated only by the relics already. 3 relics is insane. Really insane. Champion being teched and the champion are coming. Fully upgraded champion almost, missing some of the attack upgrade. Nice quick wall by Khosrau, by the way. Really nice quick wall by Khosrau. That's nice. That's a nice quick wall once again by Khosrau. Really looks like Viper to me, guys. Really looks like Viper to me. He's claiming back some gold. That's really good. I don't know why this castle is this and not the Vils, by the way. Thanks DE, but yeah. Champs with... What's the name of this one? Like the piercing armor for the champs? I don't remember the name of this thing. But will be really good versus Kerm. Will be really good versus Kerm. Jack, no, Jack is in French. This raid could be deadly. So we are adding some Uncannoneer for Khosrau. Not a doubt recall? That's for sure. That was not a doubt recall. That was not a yoke recall as well. I like the Uncannoneer addition and looks like Khosrau is holding, guy. He's holding but he's losing this top castle and he's losing the top as well. Maybe he's not holding. I like how King Stefan is just decided to take the control over the top of the map. That's where all the extra gold are. Still have 5 relics, so he's not on the clock. Khosrau is the one on the clock that needs to push really fast, or he will die. Khosrau needs to afford Hussar at one point. I know it's hard for now, but if he can afford Hussar, it would be insane for him. Because he's producing a lot of Hussar now. He needs to go into them. Or actually do champion. Or maybe a bit of a waste, but who cares at this point? There's a lot of gold in... Oh, he doesn't have that much gold in the bank anymore, actually. But he has a lot of champion on the field. He has a lot of champion on the field. And he's just taking control over the top as well. Nice game by King Stefan. I think Stefan is little by little killing his opponent. Little by little expanding over the top. This can expand, like, holding the middle. Holding the middle while expanding over the top. And little by little, it's getting impossible for Khosrau to come back. Even if Khosrau claim back some map control in the middle, some ground. Still 5 relic. Still all the extra minerals for King Stefan. Still a really good economy. And it's Wood Steel Champion now. Wood Steel Champion gonna be hard for Khosrau to hold. But maybe Hussar. Actually, maybe some Hussar raid. Like Hussar raid going through this path into farm. Would be really good to farm's economy. And Khosrau is going for that. I mean, Khosrau now needs to never lose his Uncannoneer in his BPCs. Needs to never lose them. He needs to never lose his gold units and just try to go for the kill by raiding. He needs to raid to death his opponent. But he's losing his unit. His population is dropping as well. It's getting harder and harder for Khosrau to survive in this game. He's trying to defend his BBC at any cost, but look at this Wood Steel Champion. They are just eating the skirms. And now 125 pop and the GG gold into the 2. King Stefan coming back in this set, guys. Nicely done by Doughty. Nicely done by Doughty. Let's go Doughty. Yeah. Weight plate by Doughty. I still think Khosrau should be Viper potentially. Yeah. I mean, I think King Stefan has to be Doubt. Yeah. Has to be Doubt. Maybe ACCM, but I don't believe it. Has to be Doubt. it's looking like doubt a lot. When Khosrau placed the castle near the top, why did he not place it on the hill? I think he realizes that placed it there or here. If you place it there, like there is a huge gap between your base and the top, right? So I think he decided to place it there, kinda have it the middle in between his base and the goal. So he was like reaching the goal, and at the same time he was kinda defending a path to go into his base. I mean, he was struggling, right? And maybe he wanted to do both with this castle. But yeah, I think that was his idea. Like he wanted to defend a bit both. Not French Friday, by the way, today. No, no French Friday because of the Hidden Cup, but French Friday is still a thing, don't worry. It's still every Friday, but because of Hidden Cup, no French Friday today. Thanks for the goo-goos. Let's check. Wait, is it another hold up again? Another hold up? Looks like another hold up because King was like 33% probabilities of winning, according to you guys, and King is taking this game. What do you think about Khosrau being Sebastian? Uh, Let me check my Khosrau shit. Well, actually, it could be Sebastian. Because he didn't play Van Persian. It could be Sebastian on a crazy run, actually. Could be Sebastian on a crazy run, but I mean, draft wise, maybe Sebastian that beat Vinch. But where did I put Sebastian yet? I put Sebastian on Alfred, which means Viper. Who would be Viper? Viper would be Alfred, or Viper would be Dianziska and Sito Alfred, maybe. Like Sito was Alfred, and Sebastian was Khosrau, and Khosrau was and Viper was Dianziska. At Sebastian as Jadwiga, but I don't think. Well, Khosrau has got to be Viper. See that. Viper has been playing BF for 2 days on stream. Maybe he's out. And what? Maybe Viper is Jan Ziska. Sito lost to Viper as Alfred. And Sebastian won as Khosrau versus Finch round 1. Which could make sense. Yes, Kikito, I think so. I think it could help the underdogs a lot. Game 5 gonna be on Mudflow. But I got Sebastian on Alfred for a reason, guys. Portuguese Archer play game 1. Romance on Mudflow planned. Same strat as Jean Bureau and I think behind Sebastian trained together. Same strat as Jean Bureau. So yeah. Who do you have for Hera? Vasco. For now, Vasco. Okay, it's gonna be game 5. You guys, at the end of the day, it's a close set. It's gonna be game 5, it's gonna be Chinese mirror on mud. Let's see what Doubt cooked on Mudflow China mirror. China mirror, actually. Well, that's gonna be... That should be similar playstyle. But if Doubt is in, then Doubt might try something. Because I think Doubt on a mirror game versus Viper should be less skill execution wise. But I think strategically wise, it could be really good. So maybe Doubt, who is King Stefan by any means, could have prepared something different than Scout versus Scout meta. What about the Gugus? Let me... 2 minutes, guys, for the Gugus. OGN says Viper Yo. On this one, Viper Yo. I mean, it's not impossible that King Stefan is Yo. But then, how do you explain that 3 players got the same Goth strat? Like, 2 players got the same Goth strategy. How do you explain that? I mean, it's possible draft-wise, it's possible gameplay-wise, but that's because Doubt and Viper, Doubt and Yo... That's so Doubt. I mean, everyone would have... It's an easy trap. Like, it's one of the easiest trap you can do. It's like second houses, palisade, or second houses, palisade gate. Like, it's so easy to trap this. That's so Doubt. That's so Doubt. Goth strat is Tato and Doubt. So you are saying Doubt was Gregory or Tato was Gregory, right? You are not betting on this round? You don't believe in either of these guys? Okay, I can see that. I can see that. I can see that you are a chicken, though. I can see that you are a chicken. Why both shinies? Because in the draft you can... Like, the first pick is hidden pick. So you can pick the same C. No, I think it could be Yo. If you watch the draft and if you watch the gameplay, it could definitely be Yo. But when you watch at the Cook strat, the fact that King Stefan went for evacuation really early every draft, it does not scream Yo to me. That's why I think it's not Yo. I don't think it's Yo because Yo would have went for Gold Rush, things like that, like classic map where you need to go for map control gameplay, and evacuation is more of a strategic one. So I don't think King Stefan is Yo because of that. But draft wise it could be. But strategically wise it surprised me this is. But actually I could see myself cooking something on Sebastian on a crazy run too. Maybe after this set I'm gonna try to cook something. I don't say it what I think, but I could try cook something different. I will try to cook something different after this set. So it will help me because we need to stay humble. If we stop to try cooking something different, it means we are sure of our cook. And staying humble is questioning our decision and our guess until the reveal, right? And someone telling me Khosrau could be Sebastian. If I stay humble, then I need to prove why it's not the case. And if I quickly think about it, I'm not sure I can prove that it's not Sebastian at all. So I maybe need to think about this. Like, that is staying humble. Staying humble is, if you want to say this cooking is so bad, you need to be able to prove it, right? You need to have like some facts or some theory confirming your thought. And saying Khosrau is Sebastian, is it impossible? I'm not sure. And look at this. King Stefan is definitely doubt, guys. King Stefan is definitely doubt. It's not you. I don't see you opening Dock on this map. That's impossible. Yo would never open Dock on this map. Never. Yo wouldn't do that. Yo wouldn't do that, clearly. I see Yo definitely going for the scout rush. That's not. Stay humble? I need to stay humble, but that's why I will try to cook something about Khosrau after this one. Because same, people have been putting Viper on Khosrau because he was winning. And some of his pick could be Viper, but maybe Viper is hiding somewhere else. I'm gonna make a what if prediction. After this set, guys, I'm gonna go for the same bracket that you saw for the predictions, but I'm gonna go with a hot take prediction after this one, where it's possible. It's not impossible, but then it means we had like 1 or 2 crazy runs from some players, which is definitely something possible. I'm gonna go for that after this set. I'm gonna go for a very hot tech prediction tournament 3. Tournament 3, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna do that after this set, actually. I think I have some idea of some hot tech that almost nobody point out. That's possible. Like, there is some name we were like, that's for sure this guy is this guy right away. Well, not for MBL, guys. Impossible to have a hot take about MBL, but except MBL, maybe some player we had a not we were like so sure about us too early. So I'm gonna go for this hot take moment after this set. And I'm gonna try to question every of my decisions because I decided to stay humble all this tournament to be able to guess everyone's right. So because we are humble on this chat, guys, we're gonna question every of our decision after this set and try to go for something possible, but that would require some surprise. I'm gonna go for this one after. Margougou keeping us humble? Yeah, I know. I'm super humble myself, you know. Oh, I like to help each other to stay like me, super humble. That's important, guys. I'm helping you. I can see you hyping yourself a bit too early about some name, and I'm like, guys, don't be like T90. Don't be like, this guy is for sure this guy. Don't be like T90's chat. I'm for sure going on. Stay humble, guys. Try to be a bit more smart than the others. That's the idea. But stay humble is not easy. Like, once you have a theory in your mind, like, recognizing that you were wrong is actually super hard. Actually super hard. Who would you see? Who would you see doubt winning a mirror against? Actually, mirror are super tricky, right? Because even if I wouldn't put doubt favorite in a mirror versus Viper, I think mirror are all about really little details. And this type of details, like, it can go either way super fast. One little advantage can snowball so hard into mirror games because, it's like, in a normal game, you have this type of comeback mechanics because of you don't have the same tech tree of your opponent. So you should have some comeback mechanics available. But if you are in a mirror game, then your comeback mechanics are really... Your comeback mechanic options are really small. But actually, look at this. Khosrau is miles away from kinging up. And King Stefan is going up. In case King Stefan is winning this set, that's time for me to go for a new prediction moment, because I don't see Viper losing against King Stefan, right? I don't want, but maybe King Stefan greed a bit too, because he's gonna get punished though. It's like he's up, but at what cost, right? Oh, he won't get this kill. Oh, he won't have it. Like I think Khosrau should just sit there. You sit there, your opponent has like 0 food almost. You sit there. You sit there, your opponent has 0 food. We are massing so scout for King Stefan to be able to push back all this. We are going for the market. For Khosrau. Be able to go up. And it's gonna be a clear up. Excuse me. It's gonna be a clear up for King Stefan. Double range for Khosrau. Double range is going CA. I mean, he's still open. He will struggle a lot versus the early knight from King Stefan. And King Stefan is going for double dock. I would like King Stefan to add some demos. So it's like he comes with 2 demos. He blow up these houses, and then that's panic time for Khosrau. Like you try to damage it, and then suddenly you come with 2 demos. You're like, poof, and then it's panic time for Khosrau. I mean, this house is gonna go down super fast. Walling behind with stone wall. Okay. Oh no, this woman. These people left her outside of the wall. How sad is this? How fast this wall gonna go? Like same, you go for 2 demos there. You go for 2 demos, you blow up the wall, and then you're like, hello man. Time to panic. Khosrau is walling behind. Khosrau is going for archer. Do I see Sebastian playing Viking instead of Armenians? Game 1 though? I don't see Sebastian playing Vikings instead of Armenians, guys, for Khosrau. I see Sebastian playing Armenians, not Vikings. Oh, for sure. Yeah, I don't see... I clearly don't see Sebastian playing... I think that cannot be Sebastian because of that. I don't see Sebastian playing Vikings instead of Armenians on islands. I just don't see it happening. Especially that Stefan had Dravidians in his draft. It's not like he was about to play something wild, no? He could just play Dravidians. And then Vikings can easily die to Dravidians on island. I really think... Yeah, I really think this pick... I mean, Islands first game for Sebastian, why not? But picking it instead of Cross could be a bit of a wild one. But why not? But going for Vikings instead of Armenians? I doubt that. I don't think that's the case. Village for doubt. There is a village for doubt, but I'm a bit scared that this could be... Oh, maybe that will spot that. King Stefan is spotting that. And then he will be in time to react and to go for a defensive TT. That's good for King Stefan. Because if it was a surprise in the woodline, it could have been like a disaster. Khosrau is trying to defend the water, but he's just getting wrecked actually. Nice conversion by Khosrau. Second TC for Khosrau on the outside. Is Khosrau losing to Doubt? Viper playing Archer? He managed to sneak some Archer though. And looks like Stefan know about that because just sending some army in the back to clear this. With a monk as well. Enough to clear it or at least avoid losing too much vills. Blue Knight with +1. No bloodline though. Okay, he should be able to clear this up. The middle one in the water still in King Steven's favor. We are not going for any demos for Khosrau, guys. No demos being added. We are going to a castle. Picking the relics. Who could be Khosrau? Who could pick islands first always? Can Khosrau be Tato? Don't think so. Khosrau could be Sito? Yes, I think yes. It's a possibility. It's a possibility. But I need to check the map he picked. Can Khosrau be Sito? No, I don't think. I don't think so. I don't think he would let Cross instead of Island. Sito is a Cross fan guy. Would pick Cross instead of Island. Yeah, exactly, Bjorny. That's why I think that Sito. I think Sito being Yazdiska fits him pretty well. And I just think we are trying to rethink our prediction because none of us can be like Viper is losing to Doubt like this. That's why I think people are maybe thinking about, oh, that maybe that's not Viper because Viper is 2 versus Doubt and I see Viper destroying that like 4-1. I think that's the truth. Many of us are thinking like that, and because of that they're like, Viper cannot lose. Let's change Viper of position if he's losing. Viper and Dot match lately have been close. I agree. That's why I think that's Doubt versus Viper. I think this game is close and that's normal. And the eco difference is not that big. Like look at the idle TC for King Stefan at the end of the day. And at the end of the day, having Crossbow Camel will be really solid composition. Crossbow plus Camel should be really solid because then like you cannot make a lot of knights to kill that. Need a lot of knights to be able to overrun Crossbow plus Camel. I like how Khosrau is saving his mass. Like he didn't wait it there until he got cleaned up. He's going back, so he will be able to regroup his armies, or he will be able to go for a double attack at the same time. And it should be really good. Castle on the middle for King Stefan. King Stefan really wants to secure the middle. I really like this by him. I mean, having a castle on the shallows like that, on the water terrain, is super important. Because it's like Khosrau won't be able to trap this castle from a hill, and a defensive castle is actually insanely good versus naval army. So yeah. King Stefan going for the +1. Looks like he wants to go into Chukonus, I guess. Looks like a Chukonu play. Khosrau will have a hard one with his woodline. I agree. Yeah, he will need to relocate a lot his woodline non-stop. Maybe we could try to get this one, but that's risky because you can see that Stefan does have the vision for this part. I like how Stefan is just having A lot of outposts everywhere. Like, let's check King Stefan point of view, guys. Like, look at this. He sees all the middle almost. And he can also, he's starting to trying to expand on the outside to be able to have a lot more vision. So King Stefan map control is actually right from Khosrau on this side, being annoying on the gold. He has some cavalry there that should be able to kill the scorpions and his archers. And he's trying to go on attack on this side as well. Like Khosrau, I see Khosrau having like a lot of APM. That's why I think that's not Sito. Because I don't think Sito would be that active with all these units. I don't think Sito is able to be as active as Khosrau right now. Sito is someone that have like 70 APM, 75, maybe 80 sometimes. And the way Khosrau is playing, the way is Khosrau not having too much wood in the bank, the way Khosrau is like raiding everywhere at the same times, gave me the feeling Khosrau cannot be someone with less than 85 APM, I think. I don't think Sito could be microing like that. This type of... That could be Viper actually. Could Khosrau be Leary? No, no Island. No, I think that's Viper. Like putting the unit in this type of formation is not Sito as well. Sito wouldn't do that. Imp clicked up for King Stefan though. Gugu, stay humble. Yeah, you're right, you're right. I need to stay humble. Yeah, I'm saying Viper. Yeah, looks like Viper. And doubt? Doubt quick warning? Why is he doing that though? Why is he... Why? What is this houses? Like each time blue is trying to quick wall, it's like King Stefan is trying to go for a quick wall. There is always a little details that make me think it's doubt. Like, why they are going for these houses while it's open there? Potentially, if he's breaking this gate, you know? Like, I don't know why. Imp clicked up for both players actually. And at the end of the day, Stefan looks like in an amazing position, but he didn't manage to really push his little advantage forward. Because now it's super, like both players are super close. 10 farms more for Khosrau, so he have a better economy overall. And he's having 2 castles on the same side as well, which means he will be able to have double trebuchet production versus only 1 trebuchet production. Which means Khosrau should be able to win the trap fight, and then having a double castle producing bonus on the side of King Stefan economy, on the weak side of King Stefan economy, could be a big issue for King Stefan. I like how Khosrau is little by little going back into water. You know that having some water presence is gonna be so important actually. And Dour's castle could be a good start. Redock if he wants to. Masses some there, but yeah, actually he walled that. I really like this. So he has access to this one line. He can redock on this side. That's really well played by him. And I like how every game Khosrau has been raiding a lot with light cav. And that's a Viper. That's a Viper signature. Viper loves to trade with a lot of light cav early on in the game. I could see Viper being Khosrau once again. I really think Viper is Khosrau. King Stefan going for some Chukun raid. That could be actually a good raid. Galleon clicked up for King Stefan. King Stefan really wants to get into big water army there. As I said, a double trebuchet production for Khosrau. Actually, big mistake from King Stefan. Look at that. He's under the hill with his trebs, which means he won't make as much damage as he could if his treb was positioned on the right of the... That's a little details, but at this level, every detail is important. And having the trebs downhill is clearly a big mistake there. And an easy one to correct. King Stefan, a nice raid of Chukonu, but Khosrau should be able to clear that with some light cav, with Scorpion, some Sperm as well. He should be able to clear that. Yeah, it should be a clear up. On this side, he will lose the trap as well. Like King Stefan placing both of his trade on the down here could be a doubt thing more than a mystery thing. And now that we won the castle fight, we'll be able to go into Chukonus, we'll be able to redock potentially too. It should be really solid for Khosrau. The score is trying to... The score difference starting to get bigger and bigger in favor of Khosrau. I like how Khosrau is having this fire ship to get some map presence on the left. This is a panic castle by King Stefan. And King Stefan doesn't have the best upgrade on his light cav, while Khosrau does have really good upgrade. Actually, that's it. But Khosrau does have the defense, so it's better for raiding. And now I will be able to start, as I said, to make all the Shukonu all over again. And this side push, that didn't look too scary at the beginning, will start to deny a lot of farms actually. That's 10 farms less, then that's a lot of farm here potentially that King Stefan could lose. Or Khosrau could decide to maybe turn into a push into the middle too. I mean, the Galleon will be pretty hard to push. Making Cannon Galleon actually. I like what King Stefan is doing on the middle. This Cannon Galleon should be able to reach a lot of building from Khosrau. Really a lot of building. Also, I don't see Sito grabbing the relic that early. I don't think Sito is one of them. The push is still going. 4 trebs, a lot of Shukonu, some stable to add some light cav raid and add a mid shield as well. Starting to be a scared push. King Stefan needs to find a way to defend that, otherwise he will lose a lot of his castle and might be in trouble. Khosrau maybe overbooming a bit, 148 vills. I mean, that's fine as long as he needs to pick a lot of technology. But when he's done with the technology, he will need to select some vills. Oh, nice trade from Khosrau on the side. Nice trade. Oh, and Stefan is not realizing he's sending more vills. Oh, actually, those 3 light caps gonna be deadly. It's gonna be a lot of dead vills. We are losing the castle there. We manage by... Oh, and this light cap, this hero light cap sniping this bombard cannon of the sea. This cannon galleon. Light cap trying to jump over the Shukonu, but we don't have the best attack upgrade for the light cap, so it should be fine for the Shukonu. Especially that the Shukonu... They are not elite though. They don't have chemistry as well. Elite camel on the way, EV camel on the way. This is a ballsy castle. This is a very ballsy castle. I mean, it's covered only by 3 galleons. I think this castle will never go up. If Khosrau realizes it in time, it should never go up. But there is a lot of vil actually. 25 vil? Going to try to build this castle, and if the castle is up, that's actually an insane one. Could be really, really deadly for Khosrau because with this castle he can trap down a lot of military building, the TC. He has access to a lot of farm economy of Khosrau. At the end of the day, maybe the water play is paying off for King Stefan. But the push on the side is still going. Still 3 traps, taking down a lot of military building. Could be a trade-based game at the end of the day. Like, King Stefan is just pushing into Khosrau base, and Khosrau is doing the same on this side. Khosrau is doing exactly the same, building more and more stable. That could be really good. I really like how Khosrau is really active with the light cav though. Like, look at Khosrau, he's raiding everywhere, he has light cav everywhere. That's well played. I like how he's adding some more traps. Maybe he wants to trap down this castle. He could go all around and trap from this. With the support of the TC covering the trap. That could be idea. Some camel to prevent the light cap from jumping on them. Could be perfect. This push is scary. It's like Shukonu camel. I think that's the best shiny composition you can have in late game. That's really scary. On the economic part, 5-1 farm for Khosrau. And Khosrau, look at how much Eco KD. He has the double almost. That's really well played. Khosrau is just raiding everywhere. Keep in mind, guys, that Navy is the same armor class as the cavalry, which means camels does have a little bonus versus the ship. We are trying to bring the traps to push back this castle. This castle is super good actually, super annoying on a hill as well. So Khosrau really needs to push it back. I like how you're gonna use this TC as a protection. Then he has some stable, sending some reinforcement to cover them. That's really well played by Khosrau. On this side, the push is going on. There is a lot of army. Looks like Stefan is just trying to snipe the trap to stop the push. That's a nice way to stop the push, but he needs to snipe them all. And this castle is about to fall, and we didn't kill all the traps. One trap still alive. Khosrau going for Galleon now. And I just feel like Khosrau is winning this, taking this game home little by little. Like, he managed to push back, while King Stefan didn't manage to push this pressure back. Now Khosrau is stealing the relics. Khosrau is going back on water as well. Khosrau is preparing a side push with capped rams. That's like Khosrau, maybe his feudal age was a bit shaky, but since his feudal age, he has been playing really well. I think he could have done a better job on feudal age defending from the water. He also wastes some armies here and there, but since feudal age, he has been doing a really nice job of recovering his little disadvantage he had, and then little by little he's just winning every little battle, winning the land battle, holding on the middle long enough to be able to keep his dock alive, and then going back on the water little by little. Siege ram now. This side push gonna be super annoying to deal with for Khosrau. Champion being teched? I'm not sure. There is still 2 castles for King Stefan, so double Chukonus production potentially. But maybe Khosrau is thinking like, I do have the control of the outside, and that's where the goal is. So if I control the outside, soon King Stefan will be out of gold, and soon my champion will be good enough to kill Khosrau. But looks like King Stefan is resigning. It's 2 for Khosrau, guys. What a cool set. Dart versus Viper, I agree. That Treboir killed Stefan's momentum. Yeah, exactly. As I said, double castle versus 1. I mean, that was a disaster for King. Maybe he needed to let this castle fall. Like, rebuild the castle behind. Prepare a defense. And while he's like holding the castle there, just pushing another side. Or focusing on getting really all the water control. Because this little part looks like a details, but if you have bombard cannon galleon there, and there, then suddenly all these buildings are dead, and like it's not easy for Khosrau to expand on the side if his buildings are dead. Same, if he makes sure he won the water, he could have pushed both castle. He just never, he wasn't really on water and wasn't really on land at the same time. Felt like King Stefan split his attention defending, like he wanted to win this Treboir, but at the same time he was investing everywhere. He was investing on water, he was expanding on the left as well. Maybe at one point King Stefan needed to be like, okay, either I fully invest there and I go for a second castle, or I send my Caledon Galleon super early to win Treboir. Either I let this castle fall, I go a lot into water first, I just don't invest so much on the left, I just focus on the right, focus on the water, I clean this, I prepare my defense like there, I let this TC down, fall, I prepare my defense here, or maybe here, so my Cannon Galleon can defend from this point, and then just hold here, expand everywhere, and just little by little, step by step, pushing back and pushing inside Khosrau base. And that's what Khosrau did really well. Like, he focused there first, like he pushed like a mad guy on there, he kinda left the middle in the meanwhile, but made some smart stonewall to buy time. And he had a better economic management because he could raid everywhere with the light cap. And raiding with the light cap everywhere, it's not only it's good for the raid on the economic panel, but it's also good because when you are getting raided everywhere, I think players are more entering automatic state in their brain. It's like they are just dealing with raid everywhere, like non-stop dealing with raid, and they do not think too much at what should be my next step, because their brain is busy with I need to survive this raid. And then you are not thinking of what should be my next best step in this. And then you are just doing your plan, but you do not prioritize at the best your capabilities. And maybe that's what happened for King. But that was a really nice game. Anyway, let's check the draft a bit. So we played on Bay, we played on Mudflow, Khosrau won with Chinese, and King Stephen won with Dravidian versus Italian. Still Litz and Portuguese left for Khosrau. That's really scary. This Lithuanian's Portuguese is really scary actually. That's very very scary. I'm super scared actually for King Stephen. Lithuanian's Portuguese. And the next one gonna be on Bypass, guys. Bypass is gonna be potentially the last map if Khosrau managed to win this one. That's gonna be Armenian versus Portuguese on what map? Armenians on Hideout on Bypass? What? Okay. Why though? That's okay. Okay, I'm gonna tell you something. That's for sure not Yo now. That's for sure Doubt. That's for sure Doubt. I saw Doubt and I hear Doubt telling me many times Armenians is actually really strong slash OP on Arena, on Hideout, on this type of map. So I can tell you that that Doubt is clearly King Stefan. Maybe it could be Tato, but I don't believe so. I think King Stefan is clearly Doubt and not Yo. Yo could go. Don't see him going Aztec on Island, but let's say he wanted to try something crazy. I don't see King Stefan going Golf. I don't see Yo going Golf on Evacuation, but this Armenian's play on Bypass is clearly Doubt. Only problem would be if he practiced against Viper before at some point. It could be, but I don't think he practiced with Viper. I think he practiced maybe with Doubt because Viper doesn't have the golf. I think, guys, Doubt practiced with Jordan and Viper practiced with Tato. So I think Doubt is King Stefan. He practiced with Jordan, that was Gregory. And then we understand why they got the same golf strategy. And we also understand why Viper, or either Viper and Tato, got this golf strategy. So I think we had like a duo of training, which is pretty common, right? To have a duo. So you reduce the chance you face your duo round one. If you train with 4 different people, your chance of facing one of these guys is pretty high actually. I really think they train in duo. Viper trained with Tato, Jordan trained with Doubt. And at the end of the day, Jordan and Doubt, like let's say Jordan didn't train too much, but Jordan was like, he played some with Doubt and Doubt tried things, he cooked, and then Jordan finished by using the same cook. And Stefan and Khosrau, which is Viper, trained with Tato, who is potentially Suman Guru, and they ended up having kinda the same draft. So after this one, I'm gonna check for similar picks in the draft or similar gameplay between Khosrau and Suman Guru. So maybe we can confirm my theory. It's right. If it's right, I can confirm my theory by trying to find some similarities in both draft picks gameplay. So that's what I'm gonna do after this set actually. Check if Khosrau and Subanguru does have similarities, and if not, check who could have similarities in the gameplay with Khosrau. And then maybe we can find who was the practice partner for Khosrau, and if Khosrau is Viper, or who was Tato, because one of my problem in my prediction was placing Tato somewhere, because I think Gajamada is Yo. So that's why. How sure are you that you have all 16 correct? Oh yeah, that's 0%. Stay humble. Stay humble. Like if I say I have the 16 correct guesses, like stay humble is in the hell. Like at this point, I just give the creation of the stay humble sentence to someone else, to Dave, if he wants to get it. I mean, stay humble. I cannot say 16s are correct if I don't. If I say that. How can I say stay humble after this? I cannot. That was a trick question. Well played, Margougou. Yes, I dodge, guys. You cannot. You won't have me like that. Guys, I'm the stay humble in person. I said stay humble when everyone was like, this guy is Hera, this guy is... At this moment, I was like, guys, please, stay humble. We need to stay humble or we're gonna get wrecked in this game. So if suddenly I say I have the 16 player correct, hear me out. The moment I will say I have everything correct is when I will be 85% sure that I have the 16 player correct. Will this happen before the reveal? I don't know. But I won't call this beforehand. Add the humble emote so we can spam it. Actually, yeah. Actually, I would see it. That would be insane. I will maybe try to take the gift of Dave on Twitter with like the wine and the little mustache of Margougou and add like a stay humble chat just under it. That could be actually insane. Actually, I could ask someone to do that maybe. Time to add the same stay humble count comment. There is a couple in Discord already. They're kinda scuffed though. Okay, yeah, I saw that someone sent me them, but I don't know if it's for Twitch. It's gonna be good, but I need to check them. Interesting that Khosrau is rolling forward, guys. Who did that? It was Alexios with Turks, I believe. So that doesn't work. I think that's a play that a BF player like Viper could do. And look at this all-in. Look at this build order. That's a good all-in by Mr. Dautinho. Dautinho has been cooking something. Dautinho has been preparing something. And Dautinho gonna go 3 monastery all-in man activated. He gonna open with 2 warrior priest to hit the walls and to put pressure. And behind this, he's gonna go for monks. I call it right there. Right now. This dish is going to be interesting, or for sure. This dish is going to be amazing. I mean, that's doubt. Doubt is a master chief, but like every master chief, sometimes when you try to cook something, you can burn the food really hard. I would say Winchester is maybe the kid of that the master chief. Like, Winchester has some master chief vibe, but he cooked the food 50% of the time. But he burned the food 50% of the time, I would say. 1 fortified church. 1 workshop. How much? How more? How many church? That's the question. Only 1? No doubt. That would disappoint me big time. Actually, he only sold 100 stone. Actually. Only 100. And he's opening warrior 3. Is he going for a second TC? 100 stone in. Is it a second TC? Tell me, King Stephen. Tell me your story, King Stephen. What are you planning to do? Because Khosrau is going 31 vills up. Khosrau is going for fast. Is Khosrau Winchester? I remember Vinch doing something like that, guys. In last HiddenCup. But then if Khosrau is Winchester, it means that Yo was Gismoon and Tato is Gajamada? Could Khosrau be Vinch? Tato, Doubt! Go forward! Okay, go. Don't lose time, Doubt. Doubt is just going for the outside relic with his warrior priest. Interesting. And Khosrau is going fast imp. Fast imp for Khosrau? Okay. What's doing King Stefan now? He's doing his own fast imp? What's the plan, King Stefan? Tell me. Tell me what's your plan, King Stefan. Already 2 relics in, one of the middle, 1 relic from the Armenians bonus. Interesting that Khosrau is adding scout. He wants to deny the relics from King Stefan, or at least get some map control. This wall is about to go down, and I'm not sure what Khosrau gonna do. I mean, 31 pop-up is like huge. Looks like a fast team play, but I'm not sure he will be able to make the fast team work at this. At this point, you just need to change your mind and go for. Do we have loom? We do not. We do not have loom. We do not have loom for King Stefan. Aye, 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 aye. That's a disaster for King Stefan. Actually, he wanted to go for the next TC for a mill on the outside. He looks like King Stefan wants to go fast himself because he's not adding any TC. But it's looking rough for King Stefan right now. He's pushing, but he will be facing Devotion Lightcav. Thank you so much, Jupiter, for the 4 months. Thank you so much for the sub. Titanic. I mean, maybe he didn't expect it, the Lightcav play, but now he knows that his opponent is going Lightcav, Devotion Lightcav. So he really needs to be careful. Oh, he's just opening it like that, okay? Because 3 Lightcav with Devotion can clear this. Well, Mike Road, 4 Lightcav, clear this every day. King Stefan doesn't have any barracks to add spears. King Stefan is just all-inning. Just on an all-in. Adding monks. Do we have Sanctity? We do have Sanctity. 5 light cav now? Ooh. Can King Stefan see this? I think he could see the light cav. Let's see. Let's see King Stefan point of view. And there we go. King Stefan, you need to micro. That's not Ganji. That's not Ganji for sure. Oh, that was not Ganji. That was Dart with his Microsoft. Dang, Dart. That was a nice attack round, my Doughty, man. I have to say. Doughty, I'm proud of you, Doughty. Like, you disappoint me first, and then you showed me why you are the coach. At the beginning I was disappointed, and then you showed me why you are the coach. I like this, Doughty. I like this character you have. That's really cool, Doughty. Oh, and Doughty is going for the Fortified Church Trush now? A tournament from Khosrau? And I don't think we do have a tournament for King Stefan yet. Which means he really needs to be careful. Oh, but with Fortified Church he should be fine. Light Gav going again. Nice attack ground by King Khosrau. But you see this type of thing? It's like he does an attack ground, but attack ground again. He doesn't move him. He doesn't move the Mongonel after this. That's so doubt vibe. Oh, Viper. Khosrau, sorry, still in a better position. But this push with this Fortified Church is actually now scary. You can just jump in and jump out non-stop. Oh. And he does have like 5 warrior priests. That's starting to be a bit that's starting. If I was Khosrau, I would be scared right now. I mean, 2 mangonels, 1 fortified church, 5 warrior priests. Oh, down, go back, my Dottie. No! That was a doubt attack round. Another one. Nice one, nice one. It was looking so good, and 1 second later, we lost everything. Like, how we went from 2 mangonel, 1 ram, 4 monks, 5 warrior priests to nothing in a second. I didn't even comment on that. I was like it just disappeared. It was just there under my eyes, and suddenly everything, like 1 warrior priest, 1 fortified church, nothing else. Like, eh? Classic doubt, it's a roller coaster. Yeah, it's like I'm getting clear up. Oh, doubt. Doubt. If he loses this game, he's out. He's going for the classic. He's going for the doubt. Why doubt is known in this game. He's going for the doubt castle. If anything is... Wait, where is Lightcap from Khosrau? Okay, he's going for a castle. Nice reroll from King Stefan. And King Stefan... Wait. King Stefan is up. Wait. Did you remove the doubt castle mode? No, I didn't. I think I need to add it. I never had it, I think. Stefan Rest looking good? Yeah, Stefan Rest looking decent. Doubt, don't open the gate. I know you are a specialist for this type of thing. You don't have loom, Doubt. Doubt, don't open. Doubt, please, focus on this. You could feel... Look at Khosrau. He was waiting for this to happen. Like, all the light cabs are stacked behind the gate. He was waiting for this. And look at that's Doubt. He doesn't know. He doesn't know how to lock a gate. So instead of repairing it, he will just house wall behind. That's Doubt. He doesn't have a hotkey to lock the gate. That's why. Nice clear up from Khosrau. Nice pick up. Doubt is actually... Doubt push has potential. Like 47 economy to 63. The difference is not that huge. I like though that Khosrau is like started to expand like really early. He didn't wait to expand. He know that Stefan should be up, looking at the score, and he's like, okay, time to expand. I won't die. I just need to expand fast. No hole? No, there is a hole. I think there is a hole between. No, there is not. Forward castle from Khosrau, actually. I don't know what to think about this forward castle. Maybe like 2-3 TC extra there would be better. I'm not sure. Or 1 TC there could be better, maybe. Khosrau going so for the forward castle. I mean, why not? I mean, King Stefan will need to choose. Do I defend? Do I attack my opponent's base? Or do I defend mine? Because if this light cav goes in and manage to break in Stefan's base, it should be a big problem for King Stefan. Stefan doesn't have a lot of economy. King Stefan cannot afford a second castle. And King Stefan, like, just cannot afford too much things at once. Actually, King Stefan doesn't have gold anymore. King Stefan has 0 gold in the bank. So Khosrau repairing the... I mean, Khosrau cannot know that. Like, if Khosrau managed to repair this castle long enough, Stefan won't have any gold too much. I can't see it. And now King Stefan has to choose. Push forward or defend. And King Stefan will need a lot of APM in the coming minutes because he will need to micro is for one monks, micro is monks in defense, and re-wall from the castle. And he still didn't react it. Like he could have stone wall like this behind. He didn't do it. Just didn't react it yet. But he has no loom. Did he saw it even? Maybe he's just too busy and he just realized that. Because he's not reacting at all, not even a palisade, anything. Nothing, no reaction. That's weird. From Stefan, I mean, it's there for sure, but that... And he will be able to mine this gold now. So he don't need to sell his soul anymore to be able to produce monks. Heresy on the way. Heresy devotion, and looks like Khosrau wants to jump. Khosrau wants to jump. King Stefan. King Stefan on the micro. King... I mean, at this point, just go for 2 monks. Like, each time you can only convert with 2 monks. Why are you going for more than 2 monks? Gonji not confirmed. I mean, anyway, he opened at Heresy. By the way, this conversion was outrageous. It was like the most insane conversion I ever saw. But yeah, we lost all our monks now for King Stefan. We are going for a defensive castle. Still no loom, by the way. And the raid is coming. The thing is, Khosrau is 1 TC though. His economy won't be that good. He's going for archery range now. Looks like he wants to transition into some crossbowman. I like this idea. So King Stefan cannot just defend with spears. No loom. Did we make loom? No, still no loom. No loom for Mr. King Stefan. That's ballsy. Are we shooting them? No! Good! Ah! Khosrau still pushing. I mean, the raid at the end, 26 eco kill was huge. At the end of the day, that was huge for Khosrau. I mean, he raided a lot. He managed to be ahead economically. He has a lot of gold in the bank. He's going for crossbow now. He's saving a lot of gold on his unit thanks to the Portuguese bonus. Actually, being Portuguese with a lot of berries on the side looks OP to me. We forgot to mention that, but that's really good. And now this castle just bought a lot of time to Khosrau. 9 civil to 1, 4 civil difference. This trap gonna die. We're gonna try to defend the trap with... We made loom finally for Mr. King Stefan. We finally did loom for King Stefan, but yeah. +2 on Bonkin, +2 on crossbow, sorry. Which means the composite bowman won't be enough because it doesn't have any upgrade on them. They absolutely... They won't be enough. Khosrau is just raiding constantly at the... just trading, expanding his economy, and he's gonna be able to go up really soon. And when he's up, Imperial Age, he should be able to take this game and take the set 4-2. So I think 4-2 is like exactly the score I predict, by the way. I said it was 4-2 for Khosrau, guys. I said 4-2 for Khosrau, thinking it was Viper versus Doubt. But at the end of the day, I was right. I mean, if it was Viper versus Doubt, I had the correct prediction for the score and for the player. So maybe it reinforced me thinking it's Doubt versus Viper. Viper versus Doubt. That over in my mind? I would say maybe not over. I still Stefan has a shot winning it, but it's definitely not looking good for King. Like, 30 vil difference. The economic upgrade for King Stephen are just missing badly. We do control the right. We do have the control over the left of the map as well. King Stephen though soon won't have any gold left. Like that's the gold left for King Stephen. After that, if he wants more gold, he needs to move out the map. And moving out versus light cav, fully upgraded light cav almost. Gonna be arbalest as well. Like late game Portuguese, he can just add like 1 or 2 Fetorias to be boomed in a second. I think it's over. To be honest, Khosrau does not even need Imp. Could win this in Castle Age. Yeah, he could, but playing Castle Age is one way of throwing this game, right? Higher push, you fail, bam. Stefan is back in this one. Just go Imp, play safe like he did. Like, he's fine. Also, weird that King Stefan didn't wall this. I mean, that's some details, but... what? New castle for Khosrau on the hill. He will take the control over these both goals, so King Stefan doesn't have any gold left actually. That's all he has left. 1k gold left for King Stefan. He wants this gold so badly, but unfortunately he won't have it. And opposite bowmen are actually very bad versus archer because they don't have a good 4 range versus 5. And they do not have the best damage at all too. So it's like specialized versus armor unit. It's like an archer specialized versus armored unit. That's it. So versus Portuguese, it shouldn't be a good unit. I just think King Stefan doesn't have choice. Does not have the economy to go for anything else. So he's just making them. He has 2 castles. He have economy for castles. And he's thinking like my archer should be decent versus right card. Don't have ballistic, taking the +1. He's finally doing Horse Scholar and Wheelbarrow. Can finally afford it, but now he's just losing all his archer. Arbalest in for Khosrau, and little by little, it's looking like Khosrau will win this round. Yeah. That's looking bad for Mr. King Stefan. He will be able to trap this side as well. He's ready to make the double bombard cannon production. He has a lot of gold. He has 3 relics as well. Stefan will be out of gold really soon. Adding some archery range for King Stefan. He maybe wants to go into his own terms, I guess, to put down the arbalest. But the thing is, that's over, and King Stefan knows it. He calls the G, and that's gonna be 4-2, ladies and gentlemen, for Khosrau.